ask you to be citizens.
I ask you to be citizens.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not subjects.
Citizens, not subjects.
Responsible citizens building communities of service and a nation of character.
Responsible citizens building your communities and our nation.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Americans have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
Ghanaians have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
I ask you to be citizens.
I ask you to be citizens.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not subjects.
Citizens, not subjects.
Responsible citizens building communities of service and a nation of character.
Responsible citizens building your communities and our nation.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Americans have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
Ghanaians have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need couple. MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need couple. Jimmy pa. Jimmy Jimmy ana book. MPP for book. They will stay in opposition. Papa, my Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. Papa, my Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
Position per war Africa and the MPP. The worst form. Jimmy Addo. I'm telling everybody today, if I have not seen stupid people leading political parties in MPP, I have seen enough.
Stupid?
Yes, they don't have the brains. They don't have strategy. They are hopeless, visionless. They don't know when they are to clean the deal. They are over the bar. They are over the bar. I am penning for a woman. Sabi. I don't know who is a leader. Why any penny? Why any penny? What can you say? Enti monkrofo edimachi. Hebra mo bre empenning for no. Makachere mo. Enkrane empenimfo na nche nkwada no na ekere na empenimfo na besisi wo se wo ma e wo fom no an kompanimfo no so sing per war Africa and the MPP the worst form. Jimmy Addo won. I'm telling everybody today, if I have not seen stupid people leading political parties in MPP, I have seen enough.
Stupid?
Yes, they don't have the brains. They don't have strategy. They are hopeless, visionless. They don't know when they are to clean the deal. They are over the bar. They are over the bar. I am penning for a woman. Sabi. I don't know who is a leader. Why any penny? Why any penny? What can you say? Enti monkrofo edimachi. Hebra mo bre empenning for no. Makachere mo. Enkrane empenimfo na nche nkwada no na ekere na empenimfo na besisi wo se wo ma e wo fom no an kompanimfo no so de
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need couple. MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need couple. Jimmy pa. Jimmy Jimmy ana book. MPP for book. They will stay in Siafua pa. My Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. Siafua pa. My Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. My Jimmy MPP for Jimmy, me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. My Jimmy MPP for Jimmy, me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
Unim sana na da kwa Akufo da Roma. Ye bedi train et na fansuo so. Seriously. Ye bedi train na fansuo so. Tie be fansuo so deshe. Omo mo Europe, UK ni Holland ni ade omunim. Train fansuo ni ade enche kra. Misana na do de fansuo so no. Ba mi aso de ba fansuo na se. Di e kwa no.
Eurostar.
Eurostar, yes. Yeah.
From London to France.
Me no kaze si ya no. Akaka no mo wie.
What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel. Organize a concert, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel, to let them come up with heroic songs. All musicians together. I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel. I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel. I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel.
Let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them. You have responsibility to give them space to breathe. Let the poor breathe. Breathe. Give them space to breathe. Oh. Let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them. You have responsibility to give them space to breathe. Let the poor breathe. Breathe. Give them space to breathe. Oh.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobe. To like exactly 4:38 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 8:38 in Ghana. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. My producers are called the Ghost Team. We are live across the world on Facebook. Search for Loud Silence TV, or With All Due Respect page. We are streaming live on Facebook. On YouTube, we are on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. On YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV. We are also streaming live on TV. On Multi TV, search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. On Multi TV, search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Our affiliates are cross-posting this show live tonight across the world. We are live on NDC TV. They are streaming this show live. Thank you very much, NDC TV, for cross-posting the show. Benjamin Wayo Mahama's platform on Facebook, they are also live tonight, cross-posting the show live. Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page, we are live tonight. Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform on Facebook, they are streaming the show live. We have Ghana News Thread, they are affiliates tonight. They are also streaming the show live, and also other affiliates that we don't know. We would like to say thank you to every single platform that is transmitting or streaming the show live tonight. Once again, welcome back. We are here to discuss Ghana. It's another Monday evening. When it's a Monday on With All Due Respect, it's Ghana Day. We are here to discuss Ghana. Tonight, we'll be dealing with the issue or with the statement from the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Akufo Addo. He's trying to isolate himself from his crimes. Nana Dankwa Akufo Addo, no matter what he does, he can explain. Taya Akufo Addo is the mother serpent of clearing agents. Nana Dankwa Akufo Addo is a clearing agent in the history of the Republic of Ghana. He clears criminals. Akufo Addo can explain Taya. He go explain every day, go and insult people indirectly in front of jokers who call themselves lawyers. He can do all the antics. He can do all the comedy and use all the fake accent. No matter what Akufo Addo does, he can explain. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo is a clearing agent. Everybody knows. Even a kid today in Ghana knows that Akufo Addo, you go explain the entire, you are the clearing agent. You would die with this criminality because this is what you came to do. You would die on the day of your burial. We will read a tribute to you that you are the clearing agent. You, Akufo Addo, you cannot run away from your crimes. You are the clearing agent. You can explain. You go explain. Use all the grammar. I am Pia, insult people, act as if you are pissed off, or try to do say you are the mother serpent of Eddie and clearing agent. You are here clearing criminals. You go explain Taya. You are still the clearing agent of Ghana because of Inkwasiadi Awaye and the Yadiatoso and yes, you are the clearing agent. So if you know any NPP person, if you know anyone, Kachan said Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo will die with a clearing agent tag on him. God will ask him. Nyankopon Bebusano say, hey, Lele put now woko wiase no amanfo di bone na omo sakra no wo de opium bone so you are the mother serpent of the clearing agent. Akufo Addo, you go explain. You can speak all the grammar. You can do all the pay for guidance. Still, you go explain Taya. Akufo Addo, you are the clearing agent. That one is a fact. You cannot do foko. Encouraging him, Udi Akufo Addo cry and kai clearing agent in a kai. So we are here to let people understand that the president we have today is the clearing agent, is a liar. Is a criminal, a president who basically his job is to clear criminals. That is what he has done for the past 7 years. You have to have a criminal record to work with the Akufo Addo. That is why he's called the clearing agent. Ghana for have brofuna make an was sort of no biati na Kevin clearing agent, and a clearing agent, they're the same thing. Many are no bantama for as I say mo asokwa mo amoso wo Tafu New Town, Ashtown, and a clearing agent, clearing agent. Mechechim na Ghana fo nyina atiase clearing agent na asie kyeresen na na Akufo Addo din no an ebia ayampia no beto e obechechim yeso betuma dwudwema so enkohwe kasa tenten toponko ene na bro for you can say you go explain Taya. Yes say Kasatinti wowe and toponko ni twimu no yase and the page yase you go explain Taya. You go explain. If you don't get evidence, it be waste of time. So Nana Akufo Addo, they say Kasatinti toponko and on the page yase you go explain Taya. You are the clearing agent and you clear criminals. If today is the first time on this platform, this is an anti-corruption platform. It's a social political platform. We deal with politics, especially Ghana politics. We are very, very interested in people, the taxpayers' money is what they live on, especially the president, his group of criminals who are pretending as if they love Ghana. Our job is to check the system irrespective of the political party in power. This show is a straight hitting show. I'm sending this disclaimer out. If you're not 18 years and over, do not watch this show because here we speak truth to power, but one simple thing we do is we make sure we don't mince words. So do not watch the show if you're below 18. And also, if the words we'll be using here are against your religious affiliation or your political affiliation or whatever your upbringing, I would like to tell you, please do not be part of this conversation, because this is a very strong conversation. We are fighting here democratically to take our country back. Today, killers, criminals, people who killed their own are the ones in charge of our judiciary. They are in charge of our democracy. They are in charge of running this country. And we are here to use this media like these ones to fight tyrants, criminals, people who think they are entitled to rule Ghana. So my job here is simple: to explain and break it down for people to understand what is actually transpiring around them. My name again is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. They are on standby to get me the facts to serve you. We'll be dealing with so many issues. If today is your first time here, this show is in 4 segments. The first segment is what we call the hello segment, where I say hello to beautiful ladies watching me tonight across the world. Some of them, no homo. And also the second segment are 2 segments put together. We have the social media segment and also the calculation segment. What we do is we take you all the way back to remind you of the things that you did not know, the lies you were told before election 2016, the lies people are still telling you. We will try and make you understand that these are all propaganda, negative propaganda, lies that you don't have to pay attention to. It will guide you, shaping your brains. When you go to the ballot, you will know that you have to vote for the NDC, because they have always told us they are a social democratic party. They always come in because of our interest. And we can see it all around the nation. Everywhere you step in Ghana, you see the footprints of the NDC. That is what we as a third world country, we need. The third segment is the pound for pound segment. That's when I take on the president, the judicial service, and also the criminals calling themselves the Ghana Bar Association. I'm going to take my time, break it down for you to have a clear understanding of what's happening in Ghana. My final segment is open the phone lines for you to also call in and tell us what you think about what we will discuss here tonight. This show is packed. It's the super highway show. Everybody around the world, everyone in Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, this is where they are watching, because here we speak truth to power. And the enyumbre oshami amidin and the Kevin Akobedu Taylor me and amidi jumadi uchame and the yasaba yabeka Ghana honsem Ghana bakosem and amanyosem and yenidi echiripa aha say chrono and katahye and sebio yenidi echiri sebio omo a mo amutua eto no emo from aban mu nipa no ese say omo ye adwuma na sebio adwuma no den eboawo say obi wo ho de tumi ama ne say Akufo Addo and na aban mu fo omo di brone edi dream ekunipa esa hantan yeso a omo ene ete oboto ye kirechirem Ghana for nyina ete nukure no de eko ende asema edapono so yebedwedwam de se bronya ponchen anase enama pesie no efa Ghana Judicial Service na Addo danko Akufo Addo ene the Ghana Bar Association lawyers more Ghana ene the Chief Justice ene Akufo Addo okpu anase obetuma frɛ no clearing agent no ende nsem bi o maka ni nyina ne se John Dramani Mahama Bema Tintin Grammar Sebio Bema Tintin Grammar Sebio Bema Tintin Grammar onye Sebio ashit aka sembi afa judiciary no senia na Addo danko Akufo Addo ebedi Ghana so no wafa MPP foot soldier lawyers and judges to enter the Supreme Court and also the various courts. And the court for our more Ghana nyina akodi Akufo Addo echi Akufo Addo keka nkwasi asem yebedwedwem yebechirechirem ama Ghana for ehu no kure no medin e de Kevin Akobedu Taylor girls ne frɛ me Ibradango anase BJ Ibradango ne se me the whole Ghana oba journalist obo nyamna mo sika enti me na me omo Ibrahim Mahama Osaba Ghana adekunti from Ibradango anase me ena me wusika nyina wo journalism no yesa from Dangote inti akabom otwedi amponyankopon ena academy no abom wose ye from Ibradango me ye Ibrahim Hamar kakra ena me Dangote kakra me nice guy kakra me say fucking guy kakra and the asamba me prono medwudwom aha ye target any Ghana for Sebio yatumu den asehia anase yatumu atwene obiti bebisa munko school da ye da na be da mo ye de mu konko megirin ene den sapetia mo ene be da medwumade ne se wo ena adam akoma so medwudwom mechirechire mo ohun de ekoso Ghana Sebio unko school da nchese onim nyansa wo na woto aba no wo na wo yom de wenim e wo so mo kire ma ohun kure no de eko se na ye bo Ghana ho bra ene se ne ye beboa wo medwumade am ye ro ha na simple medwudwom e wo kasa metiase yi Sebio metumi ka asante kasa infante kasa brofo kasa French kakra Hausa kakra ena nkran kasa me nipa bia me versatile broni beka to be a versatile me de se franka mankwa metumi bo 2 be sat me bo 3 4 and 5 mijinima metumi hura pembo no enti maba no bensuro Kevin Taylor ba me need a ghost team. We are here to make sure say Ghana obia ebehu no kure no na edie na ekoso Ghana menti ho asema go for the debate agwa me di jimu edie pa na ACC wo Ghana Me share dan TB and ko di matam. Mama me konkonsa me nchia emma ba ku mienu miensa bi. If it's your birthday today, thank you very much for tuning in around the world. And on social media, I saw so many people celebrating their birthday. One particular person I saw, TV3, Vivian Jill. Good evening and happy birthday to Vivian Jill. Wonderful pictures on social media on TV3. Maybe when we do the editorial segment, them team say, hey, Vivian Jill's picture is all over the place. She is celebrating her birthday. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday, Vivian Jill. You are doing great when it comes to creative art and pushing Abroa Mafia any day. Yeah, basa basa. You have been in the system for long. You have kept yourself. You have respected yourself and respected other people. And we, people like us, respect people like you. Happy birthday to Vivian Jill and every single individual celebrating their birthday tonight and not today. Edia konkonsa ene ekoswa mente obisu din birthday. You can tell us for us to wish you a happy birthday. Why any your birthday now because any your birthday no obeti kokoniwa ain. Say enya birthday now say your birthday obeti kokoniwa inti mwa undi birthday no. Good evening to the one and only lioness, the one and only strong mountain lioness, Kwansma the greatest. Kwansma, I would like to say the jollof is the best. 2023 I jollof never and when I'm say the best inti Kwansma I did for you. Where they say to pay $2,000 I know Kwansma and the art so kakra na nipa nche he say there ukunya boy your pharmacist usika sama kosro inti nsa jollof bet you $2,000 or the so nembra from kakra na me hu say into the lioness because the lioness a friend Kwansma or no spiritually physically or no and the bomb ho ban obetuma ba obetuma just Kevin this one don't be friends with this person Mekai Kwansma and the first person I was framing one night say Kevin you know something there's this lady called Sama Ami UK be careful do not give her that platform on your platform Kwansma kai many Kwansma toka kakra Kwansma say you know sometimes you give people the opportunity Kwansma warned me say enyo bia na nipa and I have followed Kwansma we have been together for a long time onim a form and onim sro and so anche and you say sa na ayabeifo bi na ye mo chance e mo omabaya brabom so every day because Kwansma is a lioness. They be a Mikasa say we are say it's a joke. It is not. I had there with the brethren with the Jujuna Kuma there or some car. So Konkonsaben our town. I can see Kojo Jeke watching me tonight. Thank you very much, Kojo, for being here tonight. Okay, 4:51. That is 8:51 in Ghana. Who else is here? Mesa on YouTube, I can see Adiza Ibrahim watching me tonight. Good evening, Adiza. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. John Zogla is watching me, and the Mami has met my kind message. Achim Mafia Akufo is calling Mahama visionary leader corrupt. Jesus Christ. Tete Ibrahim says Reverend Addo Jemfi celebrated his first birthday. It's gone. The message in the Cash Kissy say hip hop, hip hooray, more fire. Thank you very much. Abena Yeboah says my son's birthday is today. His name is Kofi Yeboah in ATL. Kofi Yeboah, have a wonderful birthday. My name is Kevin Taylor. I am wishing you a happy birthday. That was from your mom, and I am wishing you a happy birthday, Kofi Yeboah. Have a great one tonight. Isaac is watching me tonight on YouTube. The messages are moving too quick. Felicia Nyano is on YouTube. Or say Kevin Taylor. Felicia is laughing. Thank you very much, Felicia. Abdullah Kasim is also watching me. Joel Aka says, hey, Kennedy, tell what to do. You want to become president? Is this what you say? Okay, she's also talking about Kennedy Japon's issue. Captain in Cancer TV. Good evening. Good evening to Captain in Cancer TV. Tina Voshia. Good evening, Tina. Have a wonderful evening wherever you are. I can also see Mr. S, Mr. P, nothing in here. Thank you. Sylvia Makadi is watching me. Good evening, Sylvia. Have a wonderful evening. Hey, Kennedy, tell us. Okay, that's Joel. Captain Cancer is still there. I can see Adonu Florence. Good evening, Adonu. Have a wonderful evening. Haj Cisse is also live here on Loud Talents TV tonight. Felix is watching me. More Ghana, I thank you very much for tuning in tonight. More NDC, more time. More Benjamin Mahama, more time. Munina minimo. Menina medisham keke. Enya munti ene ejuma we John Mahama. Na adwena da ne tirim ena ye worship inti ne ejuma we. Enya mo Benjamin Mahama. Mo Benjamin Mahama de mo yam kyene kura nka magirem. Enya de mo mu fili ene ye ne fili. De ye ne fili se Ghana be kodenim. Inti mo special interest of John Mahama mo mpem asem. I don't give a fuck about you people. I don't care about you people. It is John Mahama I want to lead Ghana. And didn't hear me. Inti se konkonsa ene nsem keka I heard some people saying nonsense in the NDC. And I'm here straight. De bia me catch them when NDC for mo amoye akromfo amo NDC mo adwene mo say mo di John Mahama echi John Mahama embe president no me wiska no mo benu me dru because of me. I will give you poison to drink. Aya na mo hu ni say agro me say mo amo NDC mu Muhammad say, where the John Mahama be the president, say we will send the tax to you, we will send the youth to you, they will burn you people alive. You people should come with clear conscience. You people should understand. We have crossed that stage of where the Eba power be it is gone. This era, no, we are not going to entertain foolishness again. It is time John Mahama led Ghana to save Ghana, to change our course, which is a terrible course. Send Ghana baby see the right track. Na sa woka John Mahama ho anasa wo NDC mu na wa adwene wo say Kevin Taylor mo pese John Mahama be the president. John Mahama be the president me me Ben John Mahama ntima be di nkwasasama me say you will end up under the grave before before one kasa we intentions no. Into we are just sending it out here. We just want to send this out here. Me pese am for tiase and it is John Mahama I want to lead. And John Mahama me pese obedi Ghana nim onim nyansa. When your opportunity na di John Mahama chia wunim nyansa nchen yene. We have a reason. So it is very important we set these records straight. It's one more this no, it's a caution. Say sebi omo amwe nim no dodon munim nyansa. With all due respect, you start learning from what is happening. You start drawing your clues. You have to understand say politics now move no. And if power is given to you people, handed over to you people, it's not going to be easy like that. Mobile bra at your MPP for because mobile bra, the scrutiny will be 10 times what we are doing. And to make nobody sit in the NDC and think say it's a foregone conclusion. They are NDC paper power. Even winning power, you people cannot sit today and say 99% you have won power. No, you need to work hard. You need to put in a lot of work. The president who is leading you is a criminal. He's a thief. He's a gangster. Akufo a rascal. He kills and he smiles. And it's not a foregone conclusion. Say NDC winning power. No, there's more work to be done. We will do our part here. Inti more adwene bi say NDC paper power metemekano. You see, it's very important I make this go out. It is very important. And I don't care about whether you are NDC or MPP. All that I need is the right thing is done. So Sikebia Base or say Ejuma will say Ejuma no. So Amanfoni Busa said, "Dear Intini tomorrow, I didn't quite tomorrow. I have a problem with you." It should be simple as that. It should be simple as that. It shouldn't be difficult. You shouldn't have an issue with me because I'm asking for the people what you told them or you promised them. John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, they don't promise, but they deliver. And we need more from them. Especially, we need more for John Dramani Mahama as the leader. At this point today, what I know and what I care about is John Mahama and the NDC to come to power. Finito. What I care about today is John Mahama to lead. I need a president who understands democracy, who respects the view of the people. I need a president who is a visionary, who can think. I don't need a dumb toy to come and be wearing Vietnam suit and pretending as if they are intelligent or he's intelligent whilst he's daft. It is Akufo I'm referring to. I will not let a junkie come lead Ghana again and just throw us into the ditch like this. I will not spare and mince words. We are at a point, it's a tough decision we have to make. And the tough decision because we need to rely on John Mahama to change. In this okay John Mahama okay NDC now I will say you have some mentality. John Mahama be winning there and the obe. Yeah, it's a fact. And John Mahama himself, we have told him, we are giving him this opportunity because of the work he did. Because he has proven himself. Because of his resume and track record. John Mahama would have not made it here. Saying Kenya, what we see he did. Me, I would never have put my career on the line. My production, my whole industry, and also my whole investment on the line to defend John Mahama and come in what John Mahama did. I mean, I only defend what I know are the facts. The reason why we are defending John Mahama every day is because of his handiwork, because of his resume, because of what he was able to do. I will not defend toilet. I will not defend their corruption. I will not defend arrogant bastards. I only defend people who have worked to benefit me, myself, and my people. And when I look around the nation, Nipa Wetumaya Juma air benefit Ghana for no John Mahama, hospitals, schools, roads. I will defend that. And I will defend that with my life. So I want to set the record straight here. And you see, every day, Mikano has say, and this is for me, say we love Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor, I know you hate me very soon. Say power, you hate me. And I'm ready for that. Me, I'm not. My production and myself and people on this TV. We know a time will come. The NDC people today on social media trying to defend Kevin Taylor and fighting for Kevin Taylor. They will turn around and say Kevin Taylor. I don't care. I know they will turn around and say this foolish boy or call MPP. They will say it. I don't care. Some of they are minimum problem. Now some of I will tell you, and I've told the NPP continuously. Mr. Tikacha MPP4 Munja nkwasi ade no ehona boabia samwa convincing ni say o choleta koma New York Times so mwe Jimmy na aba bedu hande Jimmy na ya bedu hawo enye Jimmy na nkeni ha enti Jimmy ni start to move for amonte. That is why we are here today. Enti me catch NDC4. I am not one person who is easily swayed or convinced or taken away when I see cameras and people talking about me on social media. I mean, those things, they don't do me anything. I don't fall for those things. Anything about America, Busankofo, do you see Kevin Taylor at events? Maybe need time for, I don't have time for your cameras. I'm not doing this to be a celebrity. Now we are 30 million. We are saying, huh? This is not about somebody calling me celebrity. We are 30 million. We are saying, and I want to be celebrity in Ghana. I don't need it. It is not about pictures. It's not about being famous. It's about making sure the work is done. Finito. It is about making sure the work is done. If you are going to do the job, you will love me. But if you try to make the people look stupid, you will hate me. And that's why my own people, the MPP, they are hating me today because Omo Jimmy. And Kennedy said, Omo Jimmy. Intime me Kennedy do catch them MPP was some Jimmy. Omo Jimmy for to some that. Obi because Kevin the MPP for them let me two
MPP if you answer the MPP for need couple MPP now come read my lips MPP if you answer omu need couple Jimmy pa Jimmy omo Jimmy na book MPP for book they will stay in opposition forever nkwasiafo pa ma Jimmy MPP for Jimmy me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
Do you know the reason why I Kennedy Asamoah can enokre? Sometimes when you try to make sense out of what NPP for can, it worries you. The reason why I make us say sometimes it's worrying. And Mr. S, get me the video. Yeah, if he spoke today, Mr. S, get me the video. If he spoke today, we're talking about that guy. Mr. S, get me the video. Kennedy Agyapong kase MPP for Jimmy. I for once, I did about Kennedy Akan. Munsa nyansa wumu enono. Kennedy Agyapong ya wono. Nyansa semba akwa pa awaka. Kennedy we Jimmy from Kwalabre obi anim. Kennedy Jimmy to the point say, untumi put 2-3 sentences together. Kennedy Jimmy. Kennedy has mental problems. Yes, sir. Ustedia can be MPP as a Baba Mincho. Kennedy has nothing with him. Every minute to lead a classroom full of about 7 people. Kennedy cannot lead. Kennedy has always been a bully. He has been a criminal. He has been a liar. Kennedy, his life is all fake. Kennedy Agyapong has lied through his life to date. Into when we say a political party or team, we can't try to do and still. Jimmy. But I agree with him. I agree with him because MPP for Nipebia. They are living in some kind of planet. They are living in some bubble. They believe, say, if you are not them with Jimmy, and that is the problem NPP they have today. And it's not just Ebia motive, so it goes deep, it cuts deep. Say, what is the MPP need to TV so kasa? Now we see any pa. The I am Aubusa want to say, Ako who is a Jimmy ana. But in their head, you could see, say even when you go on social media, now call MPP for their various platforms, and you try to ask them a question. You try to punch their intelligence. Automatically, they get furious because NPP4 idea be say only MPP near with Jimmy. That is how Akufo was able to run the MPP to the ground. Because they don't allow themselves to be thought anything. Mom ho kwan Emma won chiro mu bibia. Jadum so Jimmy no ebi mu no they have basically grounded themselves in ignorance. It does not matter how you try to explain to an MPP ni say when ye ade we na na kan wasam 2013 we na kan wasam 2014 we de nye na ende no mo ye the same thing ade tina on kasentia on tiase. So it does not matter how long you try to explain to it say woni preko na kasa it say sebio wo de mic amakraman say on kasa na we wie na wo kirechirem sana Kennedy Agyapong ene ba omiamo omde MPP for na kwete say journalists ena sebio eye Kennedy Agyapong ba omiamo no Akufo Addo omakwete say omakwete say nkraman. So what happens and then say because nkraman kasa a few people omo nkraman etiase inti say Kennedy Agyapong ba omia ene omamaka na omakwete say journalists ena MPP for na say nkraman. So whatever they would say no, they are the only people who understand. It's like this. It's like this. So this is a typical MPP. Dog understand dog. Inti on say this sometime you watch an MPP communicator on TV. Now webusa won say is this person, is he for real? Does he understand us? Does he respect us? It is not say they don't respect you. It is because they don't understand. They are grounded in ignorance. Inti one says so steady on line of conversation now. Now we or nipa listen to this. You have a nibo video which are obetiasie. Now listen to this. Okay, we MPP THM want to me pa.
There's a possibility to end this bebana.
Mahama ba there na Mahama babe.
Oh, airport no.
Airport there.
Kotoka.
The airport na nsuo ta na ehokoro no. Akufo Addo na ba ye no be ye dress na.
Ehu cycles.
Otie cycle be.
Ene hu Kotoka market.
Cycle be ba ye.
Ene hu COVID by.
Na officer cycle no nsuo ta hu.
COVID by.
Nsuo ta this nsuo ta ye de mpampuro ko hye ase because nsuo se ko yi pokuase na kokotwe. Kopokuase ye de ko hye ase e ma ye kopokuase na ko ayi afrade
na hospital na ole go na COVID ye nyina
ye ko da wona. Ko pokuase na ko hwe interchange no na fa compare cycle.
Cycle de mpampuro hye ase.
Ensure ta je se ye de mpampuro ye ko ne de akwakwochoko ko pokuase na kokofwe
ayi Lagos hospital na
uti Akufo Addo at 307 I'm coming okay ye wo abrochire na ne ye te hwe ayi no Akufo Addo bae no mo so yentime mba what you say Akufo Addo bae no or the 300
Uni Jimini Kasa, you cannot get anywhere. So after you see what I'm trying to tell you, naturally, a bit more and more people make Jimmy. These are simple things. These are people MPP for young men and women are following say a chairman. So when they get in a queue to go vote for such people, say you need to understand the kind of party you are dealing with. I think Camproshe a class a UGMC with Jimmy. And obi better me say me mo de Kevin Idiatem. So what tie na argument what you say with Jimmy naturally to no edidi ni mu. And there are hundreds of these people in the NPP. They don't want to accept anything. Or your chain or your preko. You cannot try and talk sense into their head. Na sani pe we ojina wa ye ka Kwame Nkrumah interchange John Mahama ye no. Do you think say sir preko tweet you obeka kira santifo say they should demand for a interchange? He will not, because he does not even understand. Until a interchange na John Mahama ye no Kwame Nkrumah no ni social economic benefits to the people until or a regional chairman. Oh. So can this guy get on radio or no any radio no so to explain to Ghanaians any Santifo the reason why on the party we need to put pressure on them to build an interchange in Kumasi, which is considered the hub when it comes to markets, business, trade in Ghana. On Tiasie, in precaution way, you can do whatever you want to do. You leave them behind, then you move. Wait, Jimmy. Because as some ni argument or make and unim ne chi. Kotoka International Airport, one of the best airports in sub-Saharan Africa and in Africa. Ochinwe fa ho ekwa bruchri. But he doesn't want to accept to say, yeah, the Ghana Fosika na ye Kotoka. And that a government should come and do better than that. On Tiasie. Into wemono, omu yempreko ma. Inti for once, I believe I respect Kennedy for saying, including himself, Akufo Addo Baumia, any MPP Council of Elders, any MPP for me Jimmy for because he lives with them. Omo to Jimmy Moa, omo tomano. So it is how you see, being a separate Moa from Nipa. Abua can act to say Nipa, but ultimately Nipa. So it does not matter. So only omo only MPP for tina na unya botre analyze omo argument. You realize there's something missing, and that thing that is missing is common sense. That thing that is missing is their honesty. That thing that is missing is humility. That thing that is missing is acceptance. They don't have it. Inti enena Emma NPP abedru hande. Inti utie a whole regional chairman. And advisor, the whole world, people know its economic benefits to the country. Or say, Tontoni Adeshasie, what do you mean? On Tiasie, he does not even understand. It is Okache Ghana for say, John Mahama, why are there, or ye Kotoka, and the big airlines to Missy Kotoka, and the or ye Kotokraba, or ye Circle. I believe that John Mahama has done his part as a president. He really did well. Now I believe that my party can do better because we have done this. And it's just you have come sana brofuyabo politics. That is how Nyanseniya politics. Yet Kromha and people talked about free SHS near the day. But I'm for statistics in schools. Adentina Anka John Mahama Mekanche Akufo say do not do it at all because who's in school. But he was like, we are all telling you this is good, but you are rushing it. But Jimmy Webe Giatum say, oh. Sa Kotoka no eboa santifo boa awonafo eboa krobofo boa nkranfo sa second interchange no eboa santifo eboa krobofo eboa kowfo sa we no ni nyina Ghana fosika. I admit he has done his part as the president, but what he's trying to do is that he's thinking like a pig because I'll say odeti no ho for people to know say he has no brains. And I keep telling Ghanaians Kennedy Agyapong for once is right. In all his foolishness, he has found some small common sense to say MPP for Yankwasiya for stupid people. He does not understand why he's part of them. Kusibu afoso kanye or say omo Jimmy over the bar. So there's nothing he can do here. At this point, omo Jimmy ne edoma bedru ha. Omo Jimmy na atete party nim. Omo Jimmy na di enibraba party nim. Omo Jimmy na asai Ghana. It is not us. It is them refusing to admit that they don't have common sense to run a government or to run a country. It is not anybody's fault. It is their fault. Trying to ignore instead of them to admit that common sense and governance, they don't have it. But today, a whole regional chairman to TV so here Jimmy Oyo Kotuka akofa second interchange akopa ba jantra for the Addo. Oya obefa Kotuka ako UK. Akopa jantra ni bi ba and another some your chairman. San kwasiafo we nyina titiemu. How do we move forward? All right. So my main chairman the Quintia MPP a lot of people in the MPP they are close to pigs.
Mama, John Mama winning a Mama bedim so second time. I'm telling you, make it on the well. I'll leave the country. Hey, lawyer, someone can move you. Make me say, my platform so. Me say, Mama winning me contract Togo for 4 years. Why? Mama government. So about baby. Yes, it's better than that of Akufo Addo. Unti se bi no kabi. Mama kasa kase 4 years obi entumi yusu nye bi papa.
It's true.
Into obede. Number 2, na kasa onim say problems are ewo Ghana no untumi fa for 4 years NCV. And mama na bokato 2016 kano untuaye 2020 kano untuaye na campaign kano se kano na nekotu ama no se say ope to me no on lobby for to me na me transe na president mama be dim so biom we dim so awie o dim so miss time anytime me hu nya mama betuma ye nti be transe ka me say mama fa me ni wunya adwen e adwen kire o me ni wunya adwen ne
na ka man fo so mo bre
o bre
na Akufo Addo
utie ebre de be bre yenya sha ebre de yenya sha se ebre ka brabo hu o say shira ne wo fu wo Jesus de dimu every prepare call na hu no see you
no kwasi afo we o omo communication no Morris Ampa we say any argument no on say afei omo ni preko difference nim listen to his argument. Me catch them say you could get Jandam. They don't have anything again. We have killed Jandam, we have buried Jandam. On say or pass my cat to Mahama so onya. O slow because on said you're making in and tro. Journalists not one day only the Makacham said only Tisse Adji or Nimian Sebia, Nipare to a kind of and go for say any Akufo. Now what are journalists now can kind of untumi point facts to him. Can't you point the figures to him? Can't you point John Mahama the figures and Akufo Addo's figures to the guy sitting in front of so angel for Jimmy for women they can't really understand. Into Makacham say you good Jandam no. First na Ankaroba say mama yesterday mpranye ni pranye to akwaji 2 million akoma ba we ontumi ka onyasmo be kan ontumi ka onyasmo be twa to elodina Mahamas ontumi ka onyasmo be twa to eye de asedicate ontumi ka because onu say Jandam wo ho enti ade mama mekotogo aboa komechewa esuya. So these are the pigs Kennedy kasa MPP for Jimia. You need to understand Kennedy Agyapong. This is somebody speaking to convince me say men to make Akufo Addo ana Bawumia ana Kennedy. Well, ejuma to ye nyina say or catch that say toma ede toma Bawumia we toma Kennedy we Jandam negu Jandam is over. Me see omunya bibia nkan fa Mahama ho ene de Mahama ye campaign into Betenica afere be biaduru no Mahama ene de Mahama samakache mu say ye begu Jandam we will not give them space intend also mutena TV so radio so they are you could see they are rolling their eyes they are trying to find something it will stick ewa santifo trim enye djuma. It's not good job, it's not going to work because first na easy more. First, no, it was so easy. On my radio, no, I can't try. No, I sorry, only consequences be. But he is just checking. Nane Akufo Addo contested 2008, 2012, 2016. Why nana ebo epesi kachen Akufo Addo? 2008 Akufo Addo contested. 2012 contested. 2016 contested. Are you going to use the same argument to say Akufo Addo? Enti no ba be we isi kanyina. MPP for ebi mu Jimmy. And these are the people and the omonomo communicating my NPP. I told you it will get to a time they cannot speak on radio. You know why? Because there's nothing to speak about. You cannot lie and walk away. I have never sat on this platform or anybody. Adebakwa name then say sometimes not even on loud silence media. And I say some name and call for no. But when you go on social media, so where's the pa? Obiabia or Kasa to bring John Mahama back bia speaks with facts. Obo honko school da. On jina classroom da, only PhD, only masters. But anybody who is trying to tell you, say, the reason why you need to vote for John Mahama no Okuta Bibi. They are telling you, they are directing you to something. Shaway, nefatwaba. Everybody who speaks for the NDC on social media, it does not matter. Where they are coming from. Anytime Omu defend they say Yentuma NDC Chuma Mahama Biano, they are speaking based on something. You have Mahamudu Bawumia who wants to be flag bearer. Why have you ignored Bawumia, Kennedy Agyapong, Omu track record to talk about John Mahama? Say me and them about me communicator about TV, so I will never talk about John Mahama. Why should I talk about John Mahama? Who is John Mahama? Then I'm going to sell John Mahama more than my candidate. Unless you know that John Mahama, you have nothing on him, you need to be diabolic. Because anything, but it's not working again. When was the last time what is the NDC communicator is spending more time on an MPP person than the NDCI? That is how communication is. Sell your product. Oh, more example, Nini. And comfort your mobile mash the 2 hours the way. Because I'm paying you when a queer pocket coffee. Oh, more example, net is saying liar. Also, be a quick net saying, na la ye menus news just na ye frɛ wi esema besia brand be friend Kevin Taylor or America one mun cry brand o ma be ye see judge bi say or the injunction ato no so na odwene ho san o ya lawyer panyini a watena lawyer mu aya law 20 years dey yenim say wo dey wonim law mun sempa ene abrochire nsem sane ya law into woni sen if you am the was pa me da utiefo nyina so ase somebody dey enu anu no Kevin Taylor dey Interpol call for about abo Come tell her, listen, can you cry? Say, is your judge, no? Or the year one to say, the young say, government of Ghana for America for into the end and say, oh, if you are waiting, you say that thing. Yeah, Lord, wait on the Baban and say, eh? Because I just say, by your brother, I be. A Jimmy for when I'm with you, much ever do hand. On say, and the Omokasara Mutio and Mubusa say, a then I win a Mutio Mokotwaba. Yeah, and what you Jimmy for? You have listened to pigs. You have listened to ignorant, idiot, tribal bigots. Now, more example, who cares? Who got the lawyer, case man, we need that. These are fools. Baumia is using. These are idiots. Inti, but sell Baumia, na bet them could enter my to my John Mahama na. Ninya said John Mahama day. Why campaign? Now, what will campaign at the Bessin yada? Kusie, what will campaign at the Bessin yada? We are Jimmy for you don't have any message. MPP gu, Jandam gu. In fact, let's complete that video. Now the level of Jimmy in the MPP.
Mama, yenya shasi. Abre kabrabo hu. O say shirane wu fu awo Jesus the demu. Every prepare call. Na abre kabrabo hu. O say shirane wu fu awo Jesus the demu. Every prepare call. Abre kabrabo hu. O say shirane wu fu awo Jesus the demu. Every prepare call. O say shirane wu fu awo Jesus the demu. Every prepare call. Na who see you revelation. O say shirane wu fu awo Jesus the demu. Every prepare call. O say shirane wu fu awo Jesus the demu. Every prepare call. Na who o say shirane wu fu awo Jesus the demu. Every prepare call. Na who see you. O say shirane wu fu awo Jesus the demu. Every prepare call. Na who see you revelation. Na oba who me fi omo den. Oba who me fi omo den. O say shirane wu fu awo Jesus the demu. Every prepare call. Na who see you revelation. Na oba who me fi omo den. Oba who me fi omo den. Thank you, Jamal. I say, oba who me fi omo bro mu. No mu you ma pa be de.
Me ba. What's them now working on?
Tio. Obre is part of life. Bible says, say when you query ya, mla emu yo ding baba. Difficult times is part of prophecy.
Indeed.
Until whatever we are going through is biblical. Says the Lord. Ne emu ebe de no yam beton doku wansi di biom.
So since when?
And
a lawyer realize you way.
Miss
John Mama wo ni nyina na ye ko. And that's how time now.
Me
na the mrem we den.
Me more example. Man you so hardship to vote against mama.
Na dey na you to tia mama.
Me you so etia mama na bra mu se mama ye.
Na ne say carry.
Oh,
president, I will funny side here.
Mama, no, so mama was that idiot for.
This is their communication. We full autistic, without due respect to autistic kids or anyone who has an autistic person in their family. It just does not go to you guys. Wait. Jimmy, wait. Na me Jimmy ana. Na ya woman na yengu mitunzu ana. Jimmy we na mikotie no. What was your basis for voting against John Mahama? We nya bibi anka. Yes, dear, now Gina Swana, we campaign tia Mahama, or some Mahama, ye say. And into no campaign tia Mahama. Into Mahama is school and fan home. Na Mahama esi UGMC na mfa no ho Mahama aba santimemu ebe mama mpomfo suanom no na hia no Mahama esi kejetia na hia no ade Mahama yesi eno no gina so kase Mahama ontumi buman onkwase adwene omuni story jandam na gu ma catch them say silly no you close every loophole space ni ho biem right now aka omujimi manifestation of the generalization mo so ame munya abotre me chirichirim chese jimia apete your friend manifestation of generalization jimia apete omujimi na apete. These are the people yatia santimemu eti omo say yankotuma Bawumia yankotuma Kennedy yankotuma MPP. This is their case. Yebusa wo tibi so adenti na wo ye campaign tia Mahama osi o school no hu ye na emfa no ho hospitals no hu bibia asantema ye mama mponsi o se emfa Sewia hospital e de ni nyina o se Mahama ye sei enti on tiase eni ntia Mahama kwase adwene wait when okasa na no nsuo tsa anoma na no sanga sese bola bed okasa na no ho sanga ice bola bed when na mingina na adwene so emfanto aba na me lefty me kwame lefty ana kwame lefty for sorry afedi oti radio so kasa de kudie nti oye campaign tia Mahama ne say enya hospital Mahama sie no enya santifo mo nsuo no yo enya kejetia no enya hospitals no enya schools no enya developmental projects no because Mahama ye say enti yanku Mahama ntontwene akwa we kasa na no sanga aisa okọ eye Accra Brewery na no nsuo ene ere hohoro fom jimini we enti na yentena so na enya den yentie no fa nkoto aba why school ni yakọ ne saying ye asantifo asebio ye nkwasiafo say Jimmy Foy at the papa ben panom de ba santimemu when you gina so to aba me say jandam na and we have ended jandam. All right, we're still doing the do after this short break ye the beginim now mosala ben MPP 4 I say an MPP 40 as you. Omon kwa na ti omkasa ase. MPP 4. Chama untimi kasa abronya ti ase. Kennedy Agyapong kasa abronya ti ase. Abronya kasa chama untimi ti ase. Akufo kasa ba omi ti ase. Sane entina na yete Ghana na Akufo to be ma speech da upon kroma be chirichirim. Sa omon na ti omkasa ase o. Ye ne enti omase. Were we not here? And the president be make his speech. Ebe make his statement. Ye nyina yete ya upon kroma de chin obe chirichirimu. MPP 4. The dog understand dog. That is the typical new patriotic party. You cannot break their foolishness. Yeah, they are warm. They don't want to listen. They think they are all over the place. They are smart, but they are not. Until somebody said they are not the party will go down and it will be destroyed forever. There are some very intelligent people in the NPP. I've met them personally. And those people, they don't want to speak. Those people, they don't want to make noise because there are some smart, intelligent people in the NPP. Yeah. And they are ready and happy that the NPP is going into opposition. Not because power it is because they want the NPP to understand. So when you to me bunipa, so because the line not to abama respect no. They want the NPP to have some common sense. They want the NPP to realize, say, so there are some people in the NPP, they really want the NPP to go into opposition. Not because they hate the MPP or they love the NDC so much, because they've got it to that point where we say their people are becoming dogs who understand dogs. They don't want to listen to their owners. The party has now become incophobia all because of arrogance. A hand time into small girls now so many MPP communicators now on betna TV so no page wabeti sa da ku sa de bi no om page adentra obo wo bia so bia jimi okay, let's finish with this one. And when they are discussing Ghana's issue, Akufo-Addo's government, they don't even feel comfortable mentioning Akufo-Addo's name when it comes to Akufo-Addo Abino and the bad things they've done, how they have run this country down. And the journalists in Ghana, when they sit on TV, on radio, they try to generalize Ghana problem. Maurice Ampa kwachempe o say ahokyere de e wo ho na ewie ko ewiase be say nti uto dokono 1 cedi and Mahama and uto 10 cedi say eye kwasia psychology. The same thing about Umia Kaye. When the fundamentals are weak, it will expose you or sa dane no nti dog understand dog. Now mumientie omujandam ni biem. Let's correct something here.
What we MPP there no? Okay, can the obe kai chat one am the next one.
Dr. Bawumia onyina you.
Adai. Sir, okay. Inti eno ye for Dr.
Bawumia onyina
ye. November 4th, no?
No, it's not about November 4th.
Okay.
About MPP no woman onyina ye. Yeah.
Emunyo sir.
Yeah. Bootlick and dorsal. Sycophants and dorsal. People who want to serve their stomach, not the party and the country Ghana. Only careful because he is surrounded by a lot of sycophants.
Bebre who say power shift to
country. Na nyo wan sa mo boaten ka MPP lose power. Omo ko no independent NDC for worship. Hey, I'm so bad bia.
It is only careful. When you know Mate, that's for
Nanado. Yeah, Nanado, you're president, but President Akufo Addo. Obi. You reckon what's him the Debbie. Hey, Bananado.
Why be?
Hey, why be you? President Akufo Addo. Why be?
Okay. Mate, that's for
Nanado. Yeah, Nanado, you're president, but President Akufo Addo. Obi. You reckon what's him the Debbie. Hey, Bananado.
Why be?
Hey, why be you? President Akufo Addo. Why be?
Okay.
But why be you?
Why be on?
Hey. Nini anu mso aye bi.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, nini anu mso aye bi. Nanado. Hey, why be? Nini anu mso aye bi o.
Sir?
Hey, Nanado why be? Nini anu mso aye bi. Ejuada, nini anu mo ma ye bi nyina.
Ya de beba.
Nkomo beba. Why?
Mate, that's for
Nanado. Yeah, Nanado, you're president, but President Akufo Addo. Obi. You reckon what's him the Debbie. Hey, Bananado.
Why be?
Hey, why am you? President Akufo Addo. Why be?
Okay.
But why be you?
Why be on?
Hey. Nini anu mso aye bi.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, nini anu mso aye bi. Nanado. Hey, why be? Nini anu mso aye bi o.
Sir?
Hey, Nanado why be? Nini anu mso aye bi. Ejuada, nini anu mo ma ye bi nyina.
Ya de beba.
Nkomo beba. Why be o? President Akufo Addo. Hey. Obi.
I say, when we see a casanity, you see the dialogue. Nanado ayebi why dien. Nanado ayebi why yate why dien. Omuntumi nka. You know why? My mention what the Korean tia omuntumi nka Nanado de why. Because so omoba out no meka de Nanado aya. You will not vote for NPP. So omo say omo kyerɛw de nanado ayɛ dwima nanado adi krono nanado bɔ ɔne ne MPP no so omo say omo yi ni one by one sibi omo yi Mahama bɔne one by one a na ɛyɛ tro no they don't want to do it because now no usi wontuma go abontene a na ugu nwenim ase enim go ase enkasof emfato kaniba inti de bɛka ne say nanado de wayɛ bio. They did not speak like this when Mahama was in power. Did you ever hear a journalist in Ghana and say, Omahini Kobna Sante, Obimo, when Mahama was in power? Did you ever hear them say, hey, John Mahama, why you? No. John Mahama, I'm a boy phone time Obunisaro. Sir, Omahini went to meet na radio so ADD Okujato Black Watem, a current member of parliament. Adentra, the current member of parliament is doing his job by exposing a criminal like Kusi Sofo Kronfono. Right? And then Kofu Betina TV so MPP for and they Kufu de Dibonia Kang. Nanado, why these people can never sit on TV to tell you say change the government. They cannot do that. Make to me the main so they cannot open their mouth to say that. Because you're the MPP ne fruma. Obi MPP for the didn't call law school. Omahini Kobna Sante, Oba Abrochira, Kennedy Hene Sakramine, ni fear bonk muno down in the basement. These people are MPP in and out. They are so disappointed to the point whereby it does not matter how disappointed they are. The poison it is they don't think about you people. Because if you're a journalist and you know you are doing a fair, clean job and you believe in the work you are doing, you will not sit on TV and say, hey, Debi ni ebekanasem. No, you are dangerous. What's that? You're dangerous. Then what makes you a journalist? From Minya or TFS. What makes you a journalist? Because what makes you different from them? No, and say, or what makes you a journalist? And say, you will be able to explain things that are going on now. Or no on tiasia a ye kronwa e was a buano mani shaping na adwene tuaba. Now also betina radio so now be nanado waye bio ni nuanoma ye bio. No, you are not helping. You are rather killing the people. Omahini Kobna Santini obiomi dangerous. Ghana say and these are the people who are destroying this nation. So when you say nanado ABB na enye o chama nanado ekungana fwewie ansa na we free power no wa betina kase nanado yewe eno no at that point no emfaso ben there was so you are dirty people. When John Mahama was in power, reportage bebreba mu you did not have facts to back it. Majority of Ejuma Captain Smart here no Adom FM time Mahama was so they were not backed with facts. Ekuya Poki Ejuma oye no news so a omo kind news to say story expose no it was not backed by facts. Omahini Kobna Sante Obimo Ejuma omo ye time Mahama ye president on radio 24/7 they never showed any document to say these are the facts, but they were able to do what? Come out and say John Mahama now brasuna we see here. We were here at the end of the day. It's been 7 years obiantu for one document to prove John Mahama say we di bone na ende yeti kroma Emma was at radio so e ka kire say nanado de waye bio debi ni ebeka yasem. You are crazy. You are a mad dog. Muna mwa say Ghana. So the people no mutifie no wuhwe manimu no e de na mode ma omo. Who is telling them the truth? They need some kind of truth. They need something to work with. They need something to hold on to help them make a decision. Most because the politicians are the same. Let the people know what every politician did with facts. Then it is up to us to make that judgment at the end of the day. It is a obiaba na wetumaka even now we need facts kwa kaye na ende obiaba o say debi inte Akufo Addo nku Ghana fo Akufo Addo mbotuo Akufo Addo nsai kuro no debi na akwasi ampanyi na ewu no afa ne yebeka ho asem emfaso ba ne yebenya wo ho. That is the problem I have with some of you people calling yourself journalists in Ghana. Most of you people you see mama party ne tribe ne jimimo. And you people have been compromised to the point whereby you people cannot speak about the NPP because all of you people are part of the crime. You're on the MPP payroll, Obi, MPP payroll, Oko City, Oko Joy. So they cannot even speak because when you speak, the same MPP will turn around and sabotage you. From the beginning, we were telling you people, you are becoming too greedy. You are becoming dogs to these people, and they will make you dogs. You are becoming dogs to these people, they will turn into dogs. Today they have turned you people into dogs. Into Sebio, Minya Babi or Tias and Krigua, Minya Babi or Tibequai, Minya Babi or Timikroma Yeldo, Ebia, Infantina and Kumasi, and I say Edia, Ebia, Pokwasi, Obi or Tio Krasitoa, O Tio, Ediana Onye. O my income Santini Obi. Ediana Sani Panonye, every say, wow, TV so I will think crying. I would make king kind tiasie. To me church room with the econo. What was a Akufo Addo ayebio. Inti ni panonya den because on kai Akufo Addo boni nchire no. On nchire ni Akufo Addo aye. On to me chire mu nchire ne say this is what Akufo Addo has done. So you cannot tell the pan say on sisan nsa. You are basically telling the person say Akufo Addo nya hwe. So aka chem say Akufo Addo ayebio. Edien na waye. Akufo Addo betena Ghana so 7 years. Waye bi edie na waye. Ebia we see hospital 1,000. Chire mu. The reason I did because I said these boys I see that they are not men. They cannot take care of themselves. How much are these people paid? Go and look at the houses they are living in and the cars they are driving. How much are they paid? None of these journalists in Ghana will become Sante. Nobody takes $1 an hour. Nobody in Ghana. The question here is, how are they able to afford their lifestyle? These people are basically criminals. Into what they will do, and they say, at this point, the NPP has failed miserably. Because they have been compromised, they cannot speak ill of the NPP. They cannot come blunt and say NPP needs to work. MPP. Into the ombe say, Obeka say, MPP dear. Onwa ontumi ngina TV so nkanche say tuti MPP. They can never do that. Kobna Sante ontumi nya sade ne da over his dead body. Obi cannot sit on TV and say, I have assessed John Mahama's administration. We were here speaking about it. I have assessed this administration. This administration has failed. Vote against them. They cannot do it because they are also criminals. They have been compromised. They are doing NPP bidding. You are sitting there advising Mahmoud Bawumia, say he should take care of himself in his own party. Now, send Bawumia kodu onu unim. The Sibia Bawumia efa so ekodu baby onu. Do you have an idea? Today, you people have become journalists. You have become counselors, political counselors. Time John Mahama also know you were not advising John Mahama any NDC for how they should take care of themselves. Today, a Jumana also made Mojai and a more advising presidential to be candidates, flag bearer to be candidates say they should take care of themselves. How cheap and dirty you people can be. You people are dirty and cheap. You people make journalism so filthy. Moma nipa nipa nyang, nipa time. Na mama fufri nkurase abetena nkran munkro mfo nkurase fo no mote wono omutie mu a de na omunye. That's the question to you people. Akufo Addo ayebio Akufo Addo omunye den intini pa na ote asenkregua no onye den ontuntie Akufo Addo aban no ontuntie MPP anase onye den. You are supposed to be the eye. Muna musuma ko school muna musumu ya intellectuals muna mobetena radio so chire nsemu na wo to ye nipa no onye den. Definitely, you are telling the person not to do anything. That's all. They are basically telling the people, sit where you are. Continue it. Montuma MPP. That is what they are doing. Now, what stops you from telling the people that this government is bad and vote against the government? Let's say you are a journalist. You don't vote. You don't have any political party. Sana moma perception. Now, the issue is, if you are a journalist, also on Twaba, also they own your politics. What stops you from telling the people what Akufo Addo has done if they are factual? Omanyi komna santi Obi any community for Amaka. If you people say you are a legitimate journalist, you don't do politics. NDC MPP, you don't do anything with them. You are not taking money from NPP before. You are a legitimate politician, a journalist. Fine. So what stops you from telling the people what exactly Akufo Addo has done? That makes him stop you. There's something stopping you. You are on the payroll of the NPP. Me say NPP ni bi say wa mami ska. Say Kevin Taylor J kata bibi we so a sani panompi nombra. Say NDC ni bi so wa mami ska Kevin Taylor J na yo nipa no say me ma Kevin Taylor sika we na me ma Kevin Taylor ombra. I don't do that. I don't have time for that. May your story, me nya me nye. That's what I do. So the question here is, these people are lying to you. They are liars. Until people should get it right. They are playing with your minds. Some munya politics. Now, they stop you from saying the truth. Say good for the ABBA. It's so easy to talk about John Mahama. Be good for the someone kwasi adi amaye. All right, let's do the do here. Now, calculation has ended. And I'm a boy. All right.
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need capital. MPP now. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need capital. Jimmy pa. Jimmy Jimmy book. MPP for book. They will stay in opposition forever. Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. If you answer the MPP for need capital. MPP now. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need capital. Jimmy pa. Jimmy Jimmy book. MPP for book. They will stay in opposition forever. Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
Position per war Africa and the MPP. The worst form. Jimmy Addo. I'm telling everybody today, if I have not seen stupid people leading political parties in MPP, I have seen enough.
Stupid.
Yes, they don't have the brains. They don't have strategy. They are hopeless, visionless. They don't know when they are to clean the deal. They are over the bar. They are over the bar. I am penning for a woman. Sabi. I don't know who is a leader. Why any penny? Why any penny? How? What can you say? Enti monkrofo edimachi. Hebra mobre and penning for no. Makachere mu. Enkrane empanimfo na nche nkwada no na ekere na empanimfo na besisi wo. Se wo ma wo fom no an kompanimfo no so demu a wo mo de ntete kwa asem sa ba mu o ma position per war Africa and the MPP. The worst form. Jimmy Addo. I'm telling everybody today, if I have not seen stupid people leading political parties in MPP, I have seen enough.
Stupid.
Yes, they don't have the brains. They don't have strategy. They are hopeless, visionless. They don't know when they are to clean the deal. They are over the bar. They are over the bar. I am penning for a woman. Sabi. I don't know who is a leader. Why any penny? Why any penny? How? What can you say? Enti monkrofo edimachi. Hebra mobre and penning for no. Makachere mu. Enkrane empanimfo na nche nkwada no na ekere na empanimfo na besisi wo. Se wo ma wo fom no an kompanimfo no so demu a wo mo de ntete kwa asem sa ba mu o ma.
People, it seems to me, from reading a lot of stuff in the Ghanaian press, want to know is where exactly is the money going to come from next time around, if you're in power, for some of the very extravagant promises you've made. You, for example, have offered free secondary schooling for all Ghanaians, a promise you say you absolutely will deliver in 4 years in power. So have you costed it? How much will it cost?
The costing is being done. I mean, very, very soon we will be in a position.
You can't make a promise like that.
No. Very soon we're going to be putting it. I would prefer.
You don't know how much.
I do know, but I prefer to tell the Ghanaian people directly before I tell you.
Many of them can't talk. You can tell me, and
doesn't matter.
Know.
I would prefer to make that statement to the people of Ghana directly first. As to the cost and any
So you do know the cost?
Oh, we do, and we have a very good idea how also we're going to finance it.
Well, you're obviously not going to give me the figures, but just tell me how you're going to pay for it, because it's clearly going to be a very great cost. You've got to train the teachers, you've got to build new schools.
All of that has been adequately costed, and we believe that, first of all, the new revenues will help, more efficient management of what we have now, growth in the Ghanaian economy. These are the three sources which are going to enable us to fulfill that promise. And it's a promise that has been solemnly made to the Ghanaian people, and is going to be solemnly kept, not because it's a campaign promise, but because it is a necessity.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down, one by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us.
We will die and will bury us. You're still watching With All Due Respect extended version. We are streaming across the world. In Africa, you can get us live in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We are live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV. We're also streaming live on Facebook. Search for With All Due Respect page or Loud Silence TV on Facebook. On YouTube, we are live streaming tonight on Loud Silence TV on Facebook or on YouTube. We are also cross-posting the show live across the world on Facebook. We are live on NDC TV. We are also live on Benjamin Wayo Mahamad's platform on Facebook. Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform on Facebook is streaming the show live. We are live on Ghana News Thread and also Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page. We are live. Our transpondent frequency is 116.75H. Our transpondent frequency is 116.75H. Our symbol rate is 30,000. Thank you very much for tuning in. Now, let's do the do right now and take care of sugar reasons. There's one thing that we all need to talk about. Where Salam Mustafa, NPP National Youth Organizer. Mr. S, correct me if I'm wrong. The NPP National Youth Organizer or National Organizer? Get me the right title. This guy has written something very interesting on social media. We are a national executive of the NPP. And we expect the Ghana Police Service to call him for him to give a fact a kutano so that we can all help build this nation. If so information now it's got to do with killing, murdering, or destroying a government property or even individuals. A very important say you come out and work with the police for us to get to the bottom of it. Now, a day in Asa Abrantiwe Atrono ewo Facebook. Your friend Salam Mustafa MPP for nipa use na debi omu use ntafo debia MPP ade omu ye no omu pe kwase ampenye use a debi omu use ntafo omu nya tumi wi anomato ntafo ato atwene ene de debia ebeka. So it's something that we always have to remind Ghanaians. Or a National Youth Organizer of the NPP. Teni Abwa as usual. Debia omo mo kwan e ma ye nya kanfo ye use omo and another Teni Abwa ba akuni onim nyansa say ni krofo ntafo and omu ko omo ho no. Obe using his Facebook page, you know. I catch the Ghana for say we need to concentrate, force the president to look at a yesrim yenuanom ntoko esi wo ho de ono a owa ben mo betuma ye no or the kwasi at Facebook church sem as a national youth organizer of the NPP. No, those things are not his priority. His priority is to send some messages out there. E dey na brantie we etroye or say from the intel I have picked or say on one investigations be intelligence be our picking no munchech me be or say the NDC intend to tarnish the image of the electoral commissioner. They are mobilizing thugs across the country to attack district offices and other places. The registration will be ongoing. I urge the Ghana Police Service to be on the lookout for such clandestine behavior from the NDC. It shouldn't be tolerated. End of quote. Or say, on one gasa peke eye nyansa ni nsembi intelligence bi o forma e kire say ochina electoral commission eye registration na ebe koso from ochina no ono oye MPP national organizer no wa peke intelligence say MPP for Edi eye ewudifo bi eba beko EC district offices wo Ghana akokum nipa abru nipa ashenyama asay eye process na ekoso no. In fact osi EC boss ankasa J-Mensa no sa branche we say eye NDC for person muku no inti oka che Ghana police for say ono de onim our fact our information say sa nyoma we ebesi inti Ghana police for enhwe NDC for ye de sorry no pa ye ni intelligence NDC for sorry minim so more intelligence there. The whole Ghana no say ochina say eja to eye any district office ye bo obi tu say eye district officer bia ye ko obi winter bia si Ghana abrante we or see eche no na obe kire eye Ghana police service from send ye ya onya sa intelligence no baby intelligence ni free buy nipa or pick free no ho the source of the intelligence, because if somebody dies in this process say chaos be a see ewo Ghana anywhere in Ghana during this registration na nipa to na boy we wu also be body to okuno, because this boy called Salam Mustafa onim say dream uba be see onim say ye be kunipa onim say nipa bi beku Mensa. Onim say Ghana for be NDC for Airbe Electoral Commission office. Said this process started. Now when you be see. Na se nipa bi ko wo obi sikan, obi ko attack easy person bi, obi eku obi any chaos. Na se obi hu ka osa brantie we say Ghana Police Service ni ndia or say Ghana for what be hu bi abod to kuno because we picking intelligence say one sha tax bi NDC for no meku nipa omo be say registration no omo be say Ghana no until the moment that this man refuses to go to the Ghana Police Service to give them the intel, any information, no, NDC for mokoye sa tax no baby omu free, baby omu te nipa or NDC mua or yes sa sa negotiations or putting that program together say omu koku Mensa no. If the police service when they call this guy and he's not able to provide those information also jail no. This is what we call causing fear and panic. But from the way he's saying, you know, or say our intel no. That means he has gotten the raw facts. That means or no any kuta facts no. It is a Ghana Police Service friend no. Now when to me prove any facts to stop this guy has to be jailed. Say Akwawe say a starting registration or China this guy and people start to cause mayhem. Say a bobi to okuno. Say BBC baby a Ghana for be also body to okuno because what na ho any information, keep information no man Ghana new. So today on this platform, wherever Salam Mustafa is, I don't care about Ghana Police Service whether they will call him or not. He has it. He needs to take it to the police and he needs to prove the intelligence no intel no ekutano no nipa no the intel no buy no. If he does not do that, if he's not able to do that, also police are arresting no, causing fear and panic. So when to me anya sa now during the process bibi sasia wa be hu Ghana baby abodi to kuno baby otikwajatum because these are the people who know say bibi besi they don't want to collaborate with the police for these things to be stopped. We all want to protect Ghana. We all want to protect lives. We all want to make sure say obia honka. Now say if you are an executive of the party in power, no pick intelligence opposition be say. Now when to man can't police for no nipa or opposition more plan is way. Now Mensa eto bono. You will be held accountable. And Ghana for so be who can use Salam Mustafa everywhere you be a wanted man. Ghanaians should kill you. Or some cool to Chine because in 2020 we saw policemen, soldiers, and thugs killing Ghanaians. So this guy on my screen. Why wouldn't baby your telephone address, my Mrs. and I'm fan to TV so? Why wouldn't baby and die one? Give it to me and let me put it on national television. We need to protect Ghanaians. I will see a chair a die or dem. I will see a chair in a year picture. I will see a chair in my picture. I will see a chair a fear or demu sorry. Send your beya, sa internal wa pekino. A teacher, people go to you and say, why didn't you act? And this is for no years, no, chair omo. You need to mention the name and show where the meeting went on and why they have decided to do that. Mr. S, Mr. P, we are ready in our inbox. Wow, what if you a picture? Negere picture, nema picture, baby ote, let us have it. I'll put it on TV. We don't want anyone to die again. We want to protect lives. This Salam Mustafa, I swear to God, so be who are Ghana during this election, this registration. Anyone who has a gun should kill him. Kwasia, you just say things without going to the police. You say these things, you think you are doing politics as usual. You think you can just come on social media and throw things out there. Kennedy Agyapong din kwasia sebu ya na musia. Mube weja Kennedy. So I am giving you just tonight. Hand yourself over to the police. The police should come forth and let Ghanaians know. Say, Salam Mustafa gave us locations, names, and this if the police refuse, you better make sure says Obin Hoka during this registration, Salam Mustafa will die. Somebody will go and shoot him. Because we don't want Salam Mustafa to keep this information to himself. At least he has come on social media to put it out there. That's it. I'll be right back to continue this.
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need couple. MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need couple. Jimmy pa. Jimmy omo Jimmy ana. Book. MPP for forever. Nkwasiafo pa ma Jimmy MPP for Jimmy me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party forever. Nkwasiafo pa ma Jimmy MPP for Jimmy me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party forever. Nkwasiafo pa ma Jimmy MPP for Jimmy me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party forever. Nkwasiafo pa ma Jimmy MPP for Jimmy me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
Stupid people, we don't know why we belong to that political party. Agyapong, the process will start. Salam Mustafa, so be who can't yet is a chaos as you baby. What be when be after your bottle, who could take you about to train when to me, I'm a police for no intel no and son a gun and be who can. It's very, very important. Okay, now let's take care of this. Before I move forward, let's try and clear this out. Agyapong resume. If you want to know Agyapong, the resume, why he's a dangerous, deadly human being. The NDC and Ghanaians, any Ghana form here, MPP for Krano, they are not supposed to allow such a radical criminal, such a dangerous human being. And it's Agyapong close to anything called power. Agyapong in a short space of time, has shown to say he does not care. He is somebody who can put a journalist on TV for a journalist to end up dead. Agyapong does not care, declaring war in Ghana. These are some of the great times of Agyapong, the political history. Agyapong, this is his politics. This is his political life. Oh, you say Agyapong now. This is what Agyapong is made. So Agyapong na yaka Agyapong some unim diotia oba politics mu no edien na waye e politics mu e Ghana and the Agyapong finish na wewu a de de be kai no enie. This is Agyapong for you. Now so oko back into Agyapong political history and then the resume. This is his resume. 2008, Rawlings and his household will be killed. He declared it and he said that over TV. So 2000, okay, I said Rawlings in the for see this is Agyapong's utterances. Yenku bada into 2000 Agyapong there, but adebe kuba no obetiasie. 2008, Agyapong said Rawlings in the or see Agyapong baby anywhere Ghana ni. On to me can't the baby also on find American passport and to a Ghana passport because who Ghana for the MPP for ni say and for you Jimmy. Agyapong in 2008 December or say I require recruited thugs in 2008 general elections obiena no kan e TV so or say or recruit thugs nipa during 2008 election of omo adwuma so omo bedi Ghana for dream. Agyapong resume nie. This is Agyapong's resume. Way obey your politics, ya paper suni. Yeah, Mr. S, you're right. I don't know what's right or happening. Okay, let me slow it down. I got it, Mr. S. Now, Oko Enima, April 2012. Diana Agyapong kan Agyapong mo amopen resume na mi ready a kire mo no 2012 or say declares war on gas and Evers in the Ashanti region. Me bo audio no Mahama mutie o declare war ewa awonafo ne nkranfo so say oya santini ya kani na hu awonani na hu nkrani a bonuku no 2012 otena TV so tena radio so kan asem we mabo audio na kire mo ateda we na ende oye NPP for so obedi president of Ghana 2012 otena radio so say hu awonani etese me hu nkrani te se man gamanche kuni to twene so ya Kenya fa woma bunuku no bonituo to twene Agyapong tweet na radio so kasa 2014 June eho no ka kire MPP leadership say omo yankwasiafo they are thieves ofre NPP for leaders or count. Or see from Kofor to Hakmawusu and Ajiman, all the way to Mark Okwe. Any Omwa Macau, some year council of the or some year Kronfo Jimmy 4 2014. Ojina TV so I catch the Ghana for. We didn't catch up the partner with Jimmy. And then may Chemo Canada Japan the reason me. Adia Ojina so the bedi or beso the bedi president ni. Yaba June 2016. Okase Charlotte say traded sex for her position at the as the chair of the Electoral Commission. 2016. Ochina TV says Charlotte say oni obi daye and sana yede the position so oye Electoral Commissioner emano asemo bi na no kan ye won kan Japan yereda. Can Japan General Radio so TV so catch them for Ghana for nyina say net 2 Ash FM oko Gina baby e catch Ghana for say Charlotte say ebo jantra and sana obey Electoral Commissioner. Won can Japan yereda. Won can Japan ne ma ameda. Won can Japan ne mada. Can Japan resume ni. Charlotte say o kuno. Charlotte say o mau. Charlotte say o ebusian. Into China, can Agyapong ko Charlotte say, and I Kennedy ko Gina TV so kasi na me Kennedy agora. Do you think say asamna Kennedy kato Charlotte so no ekwana? Kwasia we pe president dio. Kwasia we say ende ne yembu no. Kwasia we say ende no yen hwa no. Kwasia we say ende no yen kosala ne to abama no sa boa. Kwasia we yo. Won Kennedy Japan yira ambassador. Mo Kennedy Japan yire bo hu na ambassador. Won can the upon yiri ene won Charlotte say won hu mienu so mu gina order. These are some of the things. Say na me betna na me catch say can the Japan yiri time na to Bronx no say na oye say na oye nkofo na mo so konkontene ona na gada mo dan ba ebe wo de enya wo de. Obega sem papa mbobra. And so kwasi ampenyi otwe we kan sa asem fa Charlotte say ho no emmoa MPP moa ne bi ese we de eno ano no ye mfendi wo hu kusie de ne bodwe meboa Kevin Taylor papa bobra kwasi we mfendi wo maame on fendi wo papa enti e normal. Now oba July 2017 Ose Nana Addo Akufo did not win the 2016 elections. Otna TV so kan Ose Akufo didn't win elections no. 2016 yawo. Canada Japan catch 2017 say Nana Addo Akufo when win elections no. Omo botuo ewie mu e no mu win elections no. O kan radio ni TV so. Canada Japan resume na me kan kire wo no. Mo Canada Japan na mo se me kan asem no. Ni resume ade chia na mo so be kan Mahama resume with facts. Reason me ameka nche metuma boni nyina video a kire wo. Etana mi busamo say mono ayana moa na ye ana say Jimmy na ye Jimmy. Kennedy ni reason me you. This is Kennedy Japan's political life. This is an insane individual. Barbaric, criminal-minded individual. How can this person be a president? Temperamentally very immature. Politically ignorant. How can you, as a nation, elect such a baboon? On what basis can a TESCON person sit on radio and say, let me defend Kennedy? This is his resume. Over 2019. 2019 or the Ahmed Swale Betina TV so. Or se wa obehuni bia je person ye no metua 1 2 3 months panyan ye bo Ahmed Swale trimutuo bo na komemutuo obi ba obi papa obi kunu ye bo no to twene ye na obi ehu Ahmed Swale enimu da. This guy Kennedy Japan put him on TV and said, wait, whatever you people want to do to him, do to him. I will pay. And the Menoka say Ahmed Swale is dead. This is the guy. Mon ferry. Mon kwasia form tete abrochire. Mon maba ena Kennedy ka so mu ye jantra for ma ena omukọ bo jantra no munya school no omukọ na mo betena ho aka mo nsa fi na hye mo demini fem aka se Kennedy de one de yetene so ya sorry mo ye moa mo nua be ma ne Ahmed Swale Moko tena brochire no ena munua bema ne ameswale ena kwasia otwe we de to TV so ena andi nansa ena panyaya kamode monum kankan na mo se azisi wo se corner line say Kennedy Agyapong. These are basic things. Kennedy the resume na make kan kire wo no. Min chantro baby a bibia gigim na mi chechire ma kire mo no. How can this happen in Ghana? It shows that the NPP has collapsed. Over 2019. Okacha Parliament is omu yankwasiafo mukai Yadeko General Parliamentary Committee attach and it is action police omu nyina Kennedy the way the attempt kreye. This guy has nothing brony because I want to sit down and negotiate with this thing. No Western world will sit down and negotiate with this thing. They'll just Google Kennedy and say, how did Ghanaians end up with this mad dog? That's what they're going to ask. Because when you Google Kennedy, murder of Ameswali, you Google Kennedy, murder of JB Dankwa, you Google Kennedy Agyapong, insulting Kennedy Agyapong has nothing to resume. This is Kennedy Agyapong's resume. This is his resume. Go on the internet and see, say you get any positive news about Kennedy. Where any president now or White House and come up with them, come up with where any president or negotiate on your behalf, ne credit no wing. Kennedy was Trabuchanko that jail 30 years. Kennedy, Uncle to America, also Bedu America on Kasakasi. Or Bedu America also on Kasa. Hey, aha. Kennedy could them. A congressman in the United States of America catch and say, hey, you are a fool to put a journalist's face on TV to be shot dead. BBC reported, is this the person who want to represent Kwame Nkrumah Ghana? MPP for Jimmy MPP for Jimmy MPP for you have forgotten yourself, Sana. When a Muslim you are cratching for party, no. A cratching for party, then ye. Yeah, the intellectuals, then ye. Yeah, ni and wait. 2020 verbally abuses a judge. Me bochiremo. Otna TV so catch a judge, threatening judge. Say you are a stupid judge, you are a foolish judge, member of parliament. Or the judge attempt the Supreme Court Chief Justice attempt so mo yankwasiafo wait. Ni reason me na mede chiremo no. Wait, I think what America go them 30 years. Now how Missy MPP, yeah, cratch for yeah, dear intellectual way, more intellectualism than ye. So if you want a party, now Brony Bain and Niminyansa diplomatically say, many Kennedy Agyapong, Ekotnasi. Also, they be on Mokasa, and I'm called India, no, or any business with India. What is why I'm a business, many American company, multi-million-dollar company, on your own to me yet. The guy's brains does not work. Today be on because I call China no and I'm call India no one bonifita Western Bonia only we are trying to say let's no because intellectually he's not there. His record crama brony quine time and also about Massachusetts. I'm a sure email comma a governor no horror because I said don't dare and also I'm not going to do it. You know why? Abrofu they don't deal with mad people. They don't deal with people with such record. That white man stepped away and said I cannot share a platform with this guy. Because the integrity, who wants to be associated with this kind of resume? Who on earth? MPP ni mapa. Do you want this resume to be associated with you? TV so yeah MPP for your cost ya cratch for this resume. Do you want it to be associated with you? Or just say you will live for 24 hours in America, in Germany? Now, more Germany, in Holland, in America, no says our resume way it is linked to you. You will do everything possible to separate it from you. You will never want this to be linked to you because you know this is high voltage. Everything I'm telling you here is high voltage. And you sit in Ghana, compare this thing to Kennedy. 2021. Calls for Erastus Asaredonko say Ankono Kobe Bunekunonko a president. A journalist goes to a location. Yeah, to With Tumia risking a life, air reporting in front of a committee. Kennedy Begina TV Zuka say, or then I president and could be dealing with the journalist. Before that, we didn't deal with one journalist. Emanewu still goes on TV to say, where come here journalist Erastus Asaridonko, or then I'm the first news editor. My journalism career, the first news editor, or tell me what to do and where to go and report, it was Erastus Asaridonko. But because you're Jiminti, because you have thrown integrity and everything to the dogs, so you make these people today in Ghana politics. Akwa wetina team senko on a president and Erastus the obetchira no way and most of the party of intellectuals. Jack, moment in sim gigim 613. Hey, time go. Quarry, you see a year another accident has happened. Now this time it's you see another blast. Now, the question is, do we learn from our mistakes? Under Akufo any MPP, we Ghana for mushiamu mistakes. Are you learning day in, day out? Metina ha catch the Ghana for say. Time a piati explosion is see no. Joyce Aye denam Ghana kakam kwasiasem. Samuel Abujinapo decided not to release the police report. Akufo decided to cover up and take money from the company. No, me catch the Ghana for say. One day, mobet na wa na dynamite car bia be sikejetia. Irade. Sasa wakazi Kevin, nyame pangu oboda we keke na wo ye enkohwe. Nyame pangu ento ye da. Mesi da komotwa na ka a load dynamite ma na esi e de makola. Da komotwa na ka a load dynamite ma na esi Takoradi market. Driver dey say oh, we dey wa bre or gisu bia ba. Na ma mi bi chikelolo nche na ejane ba ko tu. Asema yeke, these are realities. Oh. These are anything bro, they take safety very important. They don't play with safety. Because obiwa or bojem 100 feet from you. Because safety ne enya better nti ejade ba kutu enam wiema na beto dynamite can so. Takoradi market nipa 100,000 mu nyina be she. So white people don't play with safety. Mo amuye djuma papa na mo abroche mu say safety is not something they compromise. Yetna krum ha, yetna TV so we demanded say eye appears the explosion no police report on Samuel Abujinapo. Where is the report? Nanado danko ni Akufo ene na ban eji over $20 million a year every company no ho. So mama Ghana 5 million. We sit here Agyapong quarry company behind Shama explosion was engaged in illegal activities. Minerals Commission Court the another dynamite as I exploded and almost the 5 no there are more than 20 people dead on this issue. Now share video to cry as a film. Now you see this. You ask yourself, are we learning? Are we even learning as a people? Can't we see say Akufo Addo uncle for Jimmy? Can't you a dear pa bia na mo pese etomo ana mo pese ye di akwesi de na dynamite abesuo na didim ana ye di homo ho na dynamite abesuo na didim ana ye di eye hogbetocho eno na mo pese mo hu ana. Do you people want to see something you've not seen before? Mo pese mo hu de mo hu dana. I'm talking to you people. This government is a failure. It's a dangerous government. They don't care about the people. Mo pese dako mo tenkran. Mo pese that is that what you want to see? You will see it too. Now me had the same chair muna make us say one day if we don't kick these people out and rectify the system, one day Oti asenkregwa into the esiwo eye shamano emfa ho otetema odo na good table so Jesus unchen Kevin Taylor is a stupid boy ade ha okonya contract phone tantan bi one day woman be ka so okọ eye watakwa aba one day wona wo yire ne wo mba say ye kosra ye anti bi wo ade takwa aba sa kwan no so e ho na didim ni besi. Don't say emfa ho. Now watch this. Doc, we don't be serious people.
Illegal is illegal. It's as simple as that. It's like this Galamsey site.
It should be intensify monitoring of all the sites that we have. The other one was like gold, but this one is a quarry. Irrespective of that, they are all mining sites, and we need to look at our safety critically. my information is that the Minerals Commission has not gone through all the process with them. So now that we are doing an investigation, we should be able to catch up with the owners of the mine and then go forward, investigate, and see exactly what is happening already. We are aware that 4 people have died, and then another 4.
Now, the disheartening thing is, this is all happening in the Western region. This is all happening in the Western region. And the video I played for you to watch, the Western Regional Minister, Kobi Ochredakun. Now, listen to him very well. We need to listen to him very well.
Intensify our monitoring of all the sites that we have. The other one was like gold, but this one is a quarry. Irrespective of that, they are all mining sites, and we need to look at our safety critically. My information is that the Minerals Commission has not gone through all the process with them. So now that we are doing an investigation, we should be able to catch up with the owners of the mine and then go forward, investigate, and see exactly what is happening already. We are aware that 4 people have died, and then another 4 are injured. 2 or 3 of them are in critical condition. 1 is better, but the other 2 is very critical. 1 has been discharged. We have to send our heartfelt condolences to the family of all those who have lost their lives because of this incident. But I strongly believe that we need to intensify our inspections on all the mining sites that we have. This is an old mine, and I believe that they should have been doing the right thing.
Are you not shocked? Say, the first explosion is Siwa Piazzi, Western region. Second explosion, Shama. First one connected to gold. Second one connected to quarry. The regional minister, this guy is still the regional minister. Are you not surprised? The first one took a lot of lives. This one has taken over 25 lives. They don't want to tell you. The same regional minister is still the same regional minister. Nothing has happened to him. Casually, he has come there. He's wearing nose mask. Yeah, we heard that the mining company is illegal and that 4 people are dead, 1 is seriously injured. We now will try and go after the company. Casual. When you see can what to talk to store so takrade o munipa election no akofa soja for abon bonipa tuo no we wini onenam ho. There's no sense of agency. There's nothing as usual. Na yet takrade yet Western region ye jiminti. Everybody's quiet. Then you see people come in my inbox. Kevin Taylor talk about this. Kevin Taylor talk about this. Na amankasa metiano me jiminti na ekoto aba eba na ba na eto. Because I'm paying away a Western Regional Minister. 2 serious calamities. He's still there. The chiefs, the people who say for Western Region, they don't have a problem with this guy. He is the president of Western Region. This dog. Now, Moti UK, Moti Germany, Moti Abrocheno, do you think your mayor will still be the mayor when these 2 kind of calamities happen in his territory? It's the first question I'm asking you. We are not even blaming the leadership. The people who are doing these things. Do you want to tell me that this guy does not know that quarry? He knows. He's been taking money from them. They have been paying him. He knows the owner of the quarry. He is telling you the quarry is illegal from the Minerals Commission. He knows. Ghana for na EU. Agove way down and I'm Ghana's original minister. Kobi Ochredako. Now, so who is accountable to who in Ghana? Into Ahemfuna more Takradeno, Ahemfuna more Western Regional. What is your responsibility? Why do you make people see? I don't know, for running down, sir. Where did integrity go? Where did respect go? So who is an authority? You people don't care. Now what identify more takrade. You don't care. You are being killed like, with all due respect, sheep. You don't have a problem with it. Why should I care? Why should I be worried? Why should I have a problem with it? Why should I come and scream about it? Because Jimmy Fowe, he's casually walking around. He's not going to lose his job. It is normal. Somebody has died out of box dynamite, and so what? Now you're not credit for Western region for to say, oh yes, yeah, hunter for a hunter, a boa, a hunter near a cuckoo, a hunter near a chimpanzee, a Jim. Them tax na itiano. Why do you pay the taxes? We MPP near we Jimmy for we are kwasia. But do you know the most disheartening thing about this? The Minerals Commission boss now on Wasuno, he was bold enough to come on TV to say, and yet that company now, it is illegal. It was operating illegally.
Illegal is illegal. It's as simple as that. It's like this Galamsey site. It's an illegal site. When you pick intelligence, what do? You go there and try to stop them. If you need security help, you provide them. So the person or the enterprise did not have all the necessary documentation approvals to do this kind of thing. Because if it was a properly permitted activity, you don't. I mean, how do you store whatever led to, if you like, can call it explosives for now, whatever led to the explosion. I mean, if my inspectors are telling me that it is the same place that the people were living, nobody will have permitted that. Because in the first way, Ubeye Bibisa now say you're being inspected site to tell you cannot store it here, you cannot store it here, you can store it here. We have to do the magazine. You have to inspect, permit it, what type of express, all those things. The law is quite, strict on that. So if this happened, it is because it is an illegal operation. But at least I take pride in the fact that the inspectors came to stop them, that they cannot do it. And then maybe they outsmarted them and all those. And then they have a very effective Sound Winners Inquiry Association in time that work with the police and the commission. So I don't know whether that's why they were doing things in the night or whatever. We can't tell. As I said, the full investigations will come. At least for now, as far as our records are concerned, they are not permitted.
Ghanaians, this is the Commissioner of Minerals Commission, the boss. Casually, this company, they are operating illegally. They believe some people are working with them. This is not a small company with trucks. Cars I can see here the air blasting. Bibim, bibim, dim. Every day, their trucks are going back and forth, driving through Takrade and out of Takrade, inside Western region. The Minerals Commission boss is telling us these people are illegal. This Minerals Commission boss has to be in jail. Now, under this government, who is accountable? Time Amete said the Minerals Commission boss is speaking like this. What I'm saying, shit. The Minerals Commission boss, whose sole responsibility is to make sure nobody operates under an illegal license in Ghana, mining, being quarry or whatever, he is standing on TV casually, folding his arms to say that they are illegal. Like, who is in charge? This CEO of Minerals Commission knows the owner of this company. He has taken money from the owner of this company. His people go there, they know their operations every single day. Or you know, tell us as a company. When they assassinate my company, no company in the cars. I can see this is Sam Mubano. This man wants to tell me he has no knowledge. These people were operating at night, so when they use dynamite to blast, nobody hears because it's at night. This is madness. Wait, are you dumb? These are fools. He wants to tell me because they prayed at night when they use the same dynamite that has killed over 25 people. No, those dynamite they blast quietly, boom, nobody hears. See, some childish story that this guy is saying. This guy is still at post. Akufo a toy. Nana Addo Akufo the clearing agent or a toy. Ever ready to share the to Onimiansa. He does not know how to govern. MPP, wait. They need to go into opposition. Hey, me, I don't care. Hey, over to my catch all time Mahama. Whoever Mahama makes the vice president don't like. Into over to my MPP. They said the damage you are causing yourself, you'll be shocked. Hey, it's a civil responsibility for every Ghanaian to vote against this government. Hey, the number of people who have lost their lives under Akufo are buying MPP way. They were supposed to live. Do you know that? 90% of the people who died from Apiati, who died at elections, they are all supposed to live. There is no accountability. The CEO of the Minerals Commission is blaming somebody for operating illegally under his nose. This was Apiati. This.
Hi, I'm Durumoko. Hi, I'm Durumoko. Say, I said, Capano. Capani, I say, serious.
The car is in cool.
Minimum. Wow. Ha.
As a car, like a Tiafra,
Cano,
it is a harness. You don't blast it now.
Serious.
As a massive disaster.
Hey.
Where you know?
Hi. Serious, this. Hey. What's that? Mas é serious. Enye izo. Abasa. Hi, Anduru Moko. Enye hizo. Abasa. Hi, Anduru Moko.
And we still have the regional minister at post, the Minerals Commission boss at post, the members of parliament there at post. Another one I say see. The first one appears unim se appears the NC no. Nanado danko Akufo Addo 29 nsiwo ankɔhwɛ obi a ho. Do you know that? Do you know say appears after this explosion and all that Akufo Addo 29 nsiwo be seen there. Akufo Addo yere 29 nsiwo e be seen there. Do you know that? Ba omia na kotwa asi wo ho. Enoba Accra. Shama nipa over 25 Akufo Addo kan ho asem e be seen there. He is busy attacking John Mahama. Jimmy Baomia is busy. Jimmy standing in front of Zongo 4. I'll give showdown. Kennedy Jimmy 4. So you see, me catch them say Ikofo yomo Jimmy. Apiazi explosion show Akufo Addo anko. He didn't go there to date. Ninyina Western region, Tadi girls wu Akufo Addo nsini na wo. Ne yere na wakare ni mezi bola bed no. Eya Rebecca, ono bag ne hia no. Baomia, they don't care about you people. Apiazi John Mahama ne so aduane koma apiazi for as an ex-president on a swa aduane track on nua Ibrahim and a sister aduane koma apiazi for ye be seen the police report e kire say die na ma we sie no Samuel Abugina pa na o yedwuma Jubilee House and the Akufo Addo minister also fan kire Ghana for. Another one is see, another one see Andre Chia you say e illegal Akufo Addo making speech about it. Baomian can wasem. MPP as a political party, they've ignored it. Why are we still sitting here? Now when you'll be able to radio to say Akufo Addo they been here bekanyasem. Now what my hen kobana sante. We could see a free. Sanka sa dynamite we hone ko parking and keye didima. Ka beka se Akufo Addo. Ye beka de been here bekanyasem. O my hen. Me see sa dynamite we a to apiate ene shamano. Oman kobna santini ni obi papa Pentecost ni no se omo sha asori dem na nka dynamite we si asori dem na nchen e na didima anka wa betina radio so aka say Akufo Addo de bi ni e bekan yasem sa na nka mmeka hye Ghana fo ade na moye selfish sa ade na moye ingrate ade na moye nipa bi amoye nipa bone fo sa and some way nyina esi and Akufo Addo yet krom ha nobody wants to hold Akufo Addo and the MPP generally accountable. They be hey, where do you be that? You cannot even tell the people say no journalist is able to do that in Ghana. Only pro NDC radio station neutrals no. You don't see anything wrong with this? Yeah, I'm say XYZ NDC for power NDC for radio gold NDC for NDC for now neutrals no too. You don't see this? You don't see there's a reason why people should vote against this government. You don't see a reason why, as a Ghanaian before a journalist, you should be able to tell Ghanaians, I have seen governments, but this is supposed to move. Why can't you people do that? Because I am a tribe. In Ghana today, some lawyers and judges say Ghana Bar Association. It shouldn't be top story. This is supposed to be a national discourse. We are supposed to be demanding the first report and demanding this report. First report appears to cry report, no. And this is not a national issue. The national issue is the president kwasiam penina kujina ho e keka kwasiasem into any politics. We should ignore all the problems and then say President in Carbon, the Ghana Bar Association, President Jimmy Focus campaign, Abijina ho your politics. Because ne ma menti area ho, ne ba enti area ho, ni nua nti ho, ne yire nti ho, Chief Justice ni kunu nti ho, Akufo Addo ni nua enti ho, ne yire Rebecca enti ho, ne man kwasiafo bi enti ho. So Ghana fo nkwasiafo. Time drua no maso mo de abrem say Akufo Addo ne MPP ne ba wo miane ne kwasia Kennedy fo no omo pese omo di mu so mmoa. Why are we giving these people the opportunity to treat us like this? Yenim nyansa bi mana. Ya mmoa, are we not thinking again? In penifo amwo Ghana yenjini bi, are we not thinking again? Now let's move forward. This one story too we need to discuss is very, very important. Dampare. Matisse Ochna. Ghana Police Service, the IGP himself, Dampare, will be meeting the committee in Parliament. Now, the AC nyina I'm person me 5 minutes che bibi mu kire Ghana for. We should not get this twisted. Plot to remove IGP Dampare to appear before committee on September 12. That's tomorrow. Mamenka Dampare asem we nyina mu kire na Ghana for nya abotre ne hu where we are heading. IGP Dampare asema ekoso parliamenty ayesi police fobi ene eye bugri na bu akoye tape ema tape ne liki emende parliament eti committee a omohwehwem. Now the conversation is simple. Obi a obeka safa asem we bia say IGP osa okọ adikodienti a enkofonom koye audio no sa police for mienu na echi omo na omo kekansem no omo nye bad policemen. Now in fact no more plot say omo be IGP. So you tie audio na so a ema NDT committee na the whole audio was about let us plot and get rid of IGP. Now from Asin North and the idea say NPP4 they don't want IGP. Now the NPP continuously or consistently have proven after Asin North election na police focus share jumadi so fenchem ma election course no through their communicators and even their leadership no, you see after election can clear say they don't want IGP. Now at the end of the day deda yenye nyina o Ghana Yati committee no, we are playing the game into the hands of the NPP. This whole thing of IGP in court, IGP in court, IGP in court. Who is behind IGP in court, IGP in court? Who at the end of the day is going to benefit? Say IGP kwa. Audio now started this controversy, what was it about? It was all about IGP in court. Now, it is looking like what the people wanted in Bugri Nabu's office is what is going to happen. Maybe in taking time to analyze this whole thing. We are all against the things that happened in Bugri Nabu's office. The revelations we had. So the revelations we were all against. We were all saying it is bad. Now at the end of the day, the NPP is playing that game that at the end of the day, the Omo Peno NSC Ghana for no IGP at the end of the day is going to go in front of the committee. The probability and possibility of IGP being kicked out of office is high, all because indirectly we have all supported the NPP agenda from Bugri Nabu's office. Because the agenda started from Bugri Nabu's office, and the end game ana ekoso ho nyina say IGP be yino. Enti wa Ghana sisi ano, I want to ask you a simple question. Who is the beneficiary to this matter? IGP, that's recordings, Bugri Nabu office. Who is the beneficiary? The beneficiary is the NPP. The beneficiary is Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, who is the chairman of the police council. Ubeka said, why are you bringing Bawumia in this? I'll show you. Into what we are doing, We don't know what it's heading. No, I am trying to let you understand. Say the plot was to take care of IGP. The plot was that IGP or say, the plot was say NPP policemen met in Bugri Nabu's office to plot against Dampare. Now, saying now we are against the NPP policemen who were plotting against Dampare. Why are we today giving Dampare out to them to do what initially they wanted to do? Because from the beginning it was all about plotting against Dampare. Say, see, no, you to be a plot against Dampare, me atam Dampare by to plotting him. And who is the beneficiary? The beneficiary here is the NPP. The beneficiary here is the Ghana government. That is Akufo Addo's MPP government. It is Bawumia. It is Bawumia because there's something I see here. You pay attention to it. Now, say, some policemen have been interdicted. Ninyana say I interdict wa. I say ebi police ni asamaba. Ena uhuom yem pese sebio obede disrupt investigations a uhuom ebia wo tuo wakoma ba ebia onyonko police ni be a witness to ade a wo ye into akotena committee anim akasa wo ye say ebia wo nyoma bi a ebetumi wakoma shoba obetumi use it against obino. What they do is say ye catch us say ya interdicto ye ma unyoma privileges bi a wo no, we take it away from you. Send ye be ya ebia wo ye inspector wo ye COP untimi access to nyoma bi. Send about the investigations will be easy. Send about the investigations will be transparent. Interdiction, and I say when you are interdicted, it is basically to help in the transparency of a particular investigation. So interdiction, no, it is not to say to help in transparency. It helps a process to be more transparent. It protects you, the person, and protects whoever is involved in the investigations. So when the Ghana Police Service comes out, no more say you interdict a police officer or police officers who were caught on tape. It is to the benefit of those police officers and also to help in the investigations to make it more transparent. The moment an interdiction is taken out, then it becomes opaque. Or because it be opaque, na afei nyoma bi shema nipa nsheda hu ni clear. Now this Dampare audio issues here akwako si ana akwako pie committee anymore parliament no. We were all here and yet say the Ghana Police Service, they have sent an instruction out. Said say police for your interview or parliament your voice will reduce audio no, they should be interdicted. So when you read the document, this is what it says. Maybe BB, you know where it's heading. Now your Ghana Police Service release this statement way. You pay attention. I am showing you the plot. What the MPP, the Omamaya, it is going to favor them. The NPP, they have led us to a ditch indirectly. They did not lead us in person. We led their shadow. And they use their shadow. We follow their shadow without knowing they themselves. So, Omankasa physical being. NPP4 have led us to go and slaughter Dampare. Because Oman for physical being a buyer, Oman may follow the shadow. So you cannot say NPP the general way no more side way, but a NPP shadow. So they are leading us to where we didn't want to go in the first place. They are leading us to baby not in the first place they wanted to be. The decision they wanted to take, and that decision is manifesting through this investigation and yes, interdiction has been cancelled. Now, near here on the 7th of September 2023, that time na court a parliament committee no hearing a cost that police for the cancel. Yedaya de and police for release statement to say the police service has interdicted Commissioner of Police COP Mr. George Alex Mensah, Superintendent Mr. Emmanuel Eric JB, and Superintendent Mr. George Lysander Asari in connection with the audio tape which has become a subject matter of investigations by Parliament. Almost any Tiana police for catch say police for bear and 9 nyinano ya den ye de tabona to omo so efri say dwumadia ekoso Parliament no omo hu bom yetia no be anim sankofo we police for the beka kire ye say sankofo we omo hu bon insem na ekoso Parliament nim me ekọ na minim wo so ahwe me na unim police for na intelligence eno beka kire. The interdiction is to make way for disciplinary proceedings into their conduct in line with police service regulations. Into almost the Kudientia, the Tabuna to Sani Panai, we using say, send your bear, Bema, Pepeyo, any Omojumemu, Betuma Sacremu at the Cotia, at the Potia, Omuye, and Nintina police for Tina said Jenny, and who say, Sa police for at 9 years, said Diano, Yan for Tabono and Tuomoso. Into Sha, police for a Grace Ansa Akufo, Assistant Commissioner of Police, on an Sashasie. That means he said this decision wasn't taken by community policemen. It wasn't taken by a corporals, and I said lance corporals, and I said even district police commanders. So this was taken by the police heads, right? This is the 7th. Now the same day, which is the same 7th, we got another release from the police. The same day, and Opada say, "Omo transparency." Nipa na bi hu bom into the tabuna to omo so omo fo modwumenguo ne ahwehwe nsem no. The same day, and the police are releasing another statement. The same day, their statement omo release here. Omo say update on police interdiction of the 3 officers. After omo say omo say the update aba omo den sakra bia sabem and yes sakra ben. Omo say following the interdiction of COP Mr. George Alex Mensah, Superintendent Mr. Emmanuel Eric JB, and Superintendent Mr. George Lysander Asari in connection with the leaked audio tape, the police administration would commence disciplinary proceedings into their conduct upon completion of the ongoing probe by Parliament. I'm say, the echoes of Parliament, no, Omankasa di omuni 2 form etie audio ni ade no, omajiri se sia and say. Sa tabono na omde to police for so ma say ye free so that the same day into omo pese Parliament for ye omadwuma ansa na omo wia omedwene wo so omde tabono ba beto omo so ana so omo fan to omo so. Remember, first time tabono to omo so omo say it was for transparency, to make sure say the process and the investigations becomes transparent. Say ne be ya pepe yo ene emu beda ho krojin. The same day, almost have a catch so almost say tabune free. If it's a tabune no you know, a bebwa Parliament ayomujuma. Okwasi or say in order not to prejudice the ongoing probe, the police administration has suspended their interdiction. Almost say you guys a prejudice, and I say prejudicial. You guys a prejudice. I say adiano What attain crampo and san yebeka seminal. You guys say we a prejudice, and I say prejudicial, and I say you are taking an action which is prejudicial, prejudice. Ninya say wedding kebu asem ansa na yebebu asem no. In terms of adikudientia omo sa tabunu ne free omo no say omo mpese tabunu na omo de to omo so no ebebua asem na ansa na Parliament bu asem no. In the police ne person omo kire say omo action omo take here no enye right. Action of interdiction that is supposed to bring transparency, no, it is not right. Action of interdiction and kabetuma prepare yo ababa down and you're right. Be predetermine the case. Prejudice. They don't want to predetermine. They don't want to determine the case before the case is determined. Be dia semono ansana dia semono. Intesia no embrana also bu disume dia semono fenchem no. Ye free Parliament indi na sane be ya no nyi tabunu ni free police for no so. Now the question here is simple. One day, the Ghana Police Service released 2 statements. The question I want to say, what informed the first statement? What thinking went into it? I didn't in the comb because they gave the reason why I released the first statement. No? So who were the people who sat down to say, "You're interdicting Kofo, we are to Parliament in him"? And who again sat down and said, "Let us take the interdiction off." Let me tell you, Dampare, whatever is happening in the police force today, he has no power over it. Mahamudu Bawumia and the MPP, including Kennedy Muniade, they all don't want Dampare. The reason why they lifted that interdiction that they themselves stated will help in the transparency in the investigations, it was because Oman lifted that interdiction now. What was going to happen? And they say we will get people at the end of the day committing themselves. Dampare would have been exonerated. The reason why we are saying Bawumia, who is the chairman of the police council, instructions, the first statement that came out, it came from the Ghana Police Service. The second statement that came, so interdiction, it came from Mahmoud Bawumia and the police council, which Bawumia is the boss. What they want to do is say they want to prove to Ghana for say Dampare cannot be trusted. If they had not lifted this interdiction, Dampare will never come in front of the committee. Into Mahmoud Bawumia and the NDC, MPP, any Akufo, what they want to do now is they want to embarrass Dampare. They want to throw him to the dogs. They want Ghanaians to not to believe in Dampare again, because all you're gonna need. Now, so we follow this committee proceedings, sir. You already have something in your head. Said Dampare is super corrupt. Dampare is not somebody who's supposed to lead a corrupt police department. And it does not matter what Dampare will say tomorrow in front of the committee, in front of Ghanaians. Dampare has already been judged. All that they wanted to do was to bring Dampare in front of the camera to embarrass him, because Mahmoud Bawumia and Akufo Addo, they don't want to enter election 2024 with Dampare as the IGP. Never. Now let me tell you, the idea here is they really want to bring Tiwa Adedankwa back. They want to use this committee to try everything possible, because whether we like it or not, and today I was talking to my team. Do you remember any ex-police IGP boss? Do you remember even a regional commander? Before Dampare came to office, ultimately regional commander for the Greater Accra regional commander, you don't know him. Do you know the Ashanti regional commander? You don't know him. Dampare came into the police force and shadowed everybody. Dampare was able to buy the sympathy of Ghana for. It will take the hand of the executive to strip Dampare of that kind of respect na Ghana for man. So what Akufo is doing, he's working through the police council with Bawumia in the shadows to destroy Dampare to the point where Ghanaians will say yes, let Dampare go. That one, no, you will not say NPP did it. You will say that Dampare caused his own death. Then they will bring their own person to run 2024 for them. So what the NPP is doing is simple. From day one, you see audio biaba, you be to Dampare. Then and there, so audio now we are against. We are today pushing Dampare into that same audio to make sense for Dampare to be kicked out. It is NPP, it is Bawumia, it is Akufo Addo. They are using a shadow hand to sell what they want to us, because they cannot come and tell us that they don't want Dampare. They cannot come and tell you, say, MPP, if you have realized, the MPP is speaking in undertone. They don't want to lead that campaign of Dampare should be kicked out. That is why a chairman of a committee in Parliament, you are still sitting on a case. People are coming before you. He is quickly having a media tour, speaking about the case, prejudging the case. Into tie obi to say, Atachia, the chairman of the committee in Parliament. Why would you take the decision to go on radio to speak on a case that is before you? You have not even heard the IGP. Why do you think Atachia is having a radio tour? It is because they are preparing the people's mind that Dampare is already guilty before he's guilty. Inti Atachia, he sits on TV and that's what he does.
I was very much surprised because, you see, when people have elected to testify on oath and on their own volition, they do not have any sword hanging on their heads that, look, I mean, if you come here and you tell the truth, I mean, the powers that be might interdict you. In fact, if they knew that they could be interdicted, they wouldn't come and testify. So if you are not careful, you are on the verge of interfering with witnesses, blackmailing them or intimidating them. Because if the other police officers who should come before the committee to testify, and we have this clear understanding that, oh, if you open your mouth now, you'll be interdicted, then the committee will be deprived of the benefit of witnesses who help us and aid us to come to the conclusions in terms of the findings of fact and the rest of it. So it was very, very serious.
Did we see that as more like an interference of the job of the committee?
No dispute about it. It was a raw and direct interference with what the committee was attempting to do. Because we depend on these witnesses to work. If you care to know, it is their testimonies that we are supposed to listen in total and get to some conclusion. The people who were purported to have been interdicted were in the middle, or if you like, the beginning of their testimony. Is it an attempt to blackmail them into keeping silent? Do you want to gag them with the fear of they being dealt with if they speak some more? And what is the interdiction supposed to achieve? When a committee of parliament has invited them, they didn't come to the committee on their own volition. They are obeying the powers of an arm of government as enshrined in the Constitution. A few people come to terms with the fact that when a committee of parliament is sitting, by the terms of the Constitution, they have the status of a high court. They can bring witnesses to the committee, they swear them on oath and the rest of it. So it was an affront to democracy that anybody attempted to, interdict the individuals whilst they were beginning to testify in the matter.
And then almost immediately, almost like 24 hours, we saw a reversal of it. Did your committee interfere in any way? Do you know what led to that reversal?
Well, I think it dawned on those who took the decision. I don't have any insider dealing as to how the decision was taken. But whoever took the decision and maybe the kind of public uproar that greeted that singular decision of interdiction, they realized that it was a very serious mistake and they were good enough to reverse it. So far, I'm glad that they saw how serious the interdiction vis-a-vis the committee's work was. And they decided that they should suspend the interdiction. And it's good for everybody.
This is the most weak, dumbest argument I've ever seen. This is the most weakest. And it's all because they are playing a game that they want to gradually drop Dampare in the pit. But also Akufo, he's standing back there, Bawumia, they are back there. That's why they asked him, say, who actually at the end of the day, the first notice from the police by in 24 hours, there was another. Also, he doesn't know, he has no dealings there. So who took that decision up there? Because it's not Dampare. Because the Dampare wants the interdiction to be in there so that at the end of the day, the investigations ongoing, people will not be able to get access to things they don't have to get access to. People will not be able to interfere in the investigations because there's going to be investigations in the police service and also going on in Parliament. So why is the committee chair in favor of lifting of interdiction? And then in Akufo per se. In Akufo, you better restrict it, and I say, "Sir, right to be on the film because they want the people to come and do what and give them the information in the presence. I just saw me police for. They want the people to come so that when they are writing the report, they will write in the report to say the police officers. You get what I mean? These are police officers. These are not interdicted officers. These are police officers. They made this statement based on their confessions. We can say that Dampare should recuse himself for now for investigations to go on. Now they are handing the investigations over to OSP. They are going to hand the investigations over to an appropriate commission to investigate. So in the meantime, Dampare should step aside. Tiwa Addo should step in and make sure say the investigations is completed. Dampare has been hanged. And what they are doing there, they have played it. You see, from the beginning, NPP for the set it side way up and they stayed away. Akufo Bawumia, they set it up. Mumusa the police force say, when I'm gonna show letter no and when I'm gonna my instructions say any interdiction in floor. Also, Busano quickly he moved away. Oh, I don't have any connection. You don't have any connections in the Ghana Police Service, but the president has connection there. The vice president is the chairman of the police council. So, who gave the instructions that these things should be taken away? It is Bawumia Akufo. They did it. So they have already set the trap for Dampare. Adena near say prevent audio na by na ye nyina ye ko say we de enye nkofo ye MPP for no what has happened and they say we have at the end of the day brought Dampare to the same plot. They no mo ka audio dum nyina no today Dampare is sitting in there. They are going to do the damage. They na ye prevent we at the end of the day Akufo and Bawumia money MPP for no they have used a shadow hand to lead us into the trap. They have used us to push Dampare into the trap because from day one they didn't want Dampare to enter 2024 as the IGP and making sure say election akoso. They wanted a way to get rid of Dampare from Asin North. They don't want Dampare. Now look at how the trend is going. Dampare, they don't want him, and it is manifesting, and it will go in their favor. A reverse psychology. Akufo-Addo are diabolic, Bawumia is dangerous. These NPP, they don't care who. They want to change Dampare. And at the end of the day, it will look more like Yenny Ghana for were calling for the head of Dampare instead of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia pulling the strings. Who wrote the letter and who retracted the letter? Dampare should release a statement and say he gave the instructions that the second letter, that is the update, the interdiction being taken off. It is he who gave the instructions. He didn't do it. And the police council headed by Bawumia, they came out and said retract it. Because Bawumia does not want Dampare to lead in election 2024. Akufo-Addo does not want Dampare to lead the police in 2024. Remember, Dampare came in after 2020 elections. Dampare just came in after 2020. Dampare's action, no, they are not too satisfied with it. They thought from the beginning they could have used it. They did things with him. But now they are beginning to see that there's some changes they don't like, and it's manifested in Asen North. So they want to make sure. And you know how Akufo-Addo operates. It is the same as when he wanted to add 6 regions to the 10 regions. He started, starting free back, the way he wanted to get rid of Charlotte Osei. How did he do it? He hid behind something called some people are against Charlotte Osei's their way of running EC. Some group of people, they petitioned the presidency. That's how Akufo-Addo works. Then the presidency went through the chief justice, who is Akufo-Addo's relative. They kicked Charlotte Osei out. And I'm going before and what time we buy. Now they are doing the same thing to Eddie. They are doing the same thing to Dampare. Some people made some audio recordings, some committee. Now the issue is some people have directed that the interdiction should be taken off. Who are the people? It is the shadow hand. Akufo-Addo, Bawumia, they are the ones pulling Dampare, pushing him into this ditch. So whether we like it or not, we are playing the game they want. The Dampare they want to get rid of, we are giving it to them. Yeah, the Dampare chomo. Yeah, pam Dampare. The bidding of Akufo-Addo, but you knew say Akufo-Addo's bidding. Who gave that 24 order say the interdiction should be taken off? That is what we need to be asking. You're still watching. With all due respect, Extraversion. After this short break, we will take care of the last topic and then end today's show. We're live.
8 hours up a dirt road into a region called the Afrin Plains. The farmers here could only modernize. It could be one of the great bread baskets in Africa. Rollins attended a ceremony celebrating a $4 million gift of tractors from the UN Food Organization.
I saw it the other day at the ceremony. You sit with your head in your hands a lot. What is that? Fatigue? Worry? Regret?
If I didn't do that, I suppose you wouldn't feel the man had a burden on his shoulders. If I'm impatient, if I'm unhappy, if you're getting that impression, it's probably because I know how much more, like when saying that we're capable of achieving, But how to mobilize it, how to get it organized, under team leadership to bring out the best in our people.
People who still don't know how to take care of what they get. So talking to them, Rawlings was full of fire like the old days. A preacher, a scold.
Brand new tractors, brand new tractors. I'd like to come here in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years time and see how many of these tractors will still be on road or, beg your pardon, on the farms, functioning. What's going to be the lifespan of this expensive machine?
Seeing him this way reminded us of the way he looked 5 years ago when we attended a similar ceremony with him. This was what we saw back then.
I couldn't help but notice that in the boot you were wearing, on the top of the boot, you had a gun. Then, just a day ago, we looked at your boot again, and lo and behold, in the place of a gun, was a writing pen. Is there symbolism here? What do we make of it? And is this pen mightier than the gun?
Geez, I appreciate what you're making of it. No, they complement one another. Don't make that mistake.
But But Rawlings also used to say that Ghana and democracy complemented each other, that democracy would cure his country's rampant corruption. Now, he says, democracy must wait.
Some of the students we talked to said, he's a soft dictator. A dictator, but a soft dictator. Fair?
If I were, I wouldn't be as frustrated as I am.
But would people have a right to vote you out? And the party out?
I'm saying that we can vote people in and out. Personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He will necessarily have to do what the people expect of him. I don't know if you appreciate what I'm talking about.
If it's the devil who occupies that seat, we the people should let the devil understand we voted for him and we are powerful than that devil. And that is what J.J. Rawlings also say before. Eya bonsam na nkasa kura na oba betena Ghana so ye president a emre ne du a e wo se kire sa bonsam ne se ye na tumi ne ye ne a ye na tumi ne wo ye ho sa bonsam no o se ye ni free ho. And these are words from somebody who basically loved his country at a point and also and yan kwasiafo a mo yen mo nanka mo nsanka. You want to say you love Ghana more than J.J. Rawlings. Akufo wants to tell Ghanaians say he loves Ghana more than J.J. Rawlings. Baumia person catch Ghana for say or do Ghana change J.J. Rawlings. Bedie to do Ghana change J.J. Rawlings. Foriata do Ghana change J.J. Gabi do Ghana change J.J. MPP for Kennedy Agyapong do Ghana change J.J. Rawlings. Unless you are insane. These people are all fooling today because of what J.J. Rawlings did. Because the change J.J. Rawlings broke without the 79 revolution, whether good or bad, without that jinx na J.J. break, anka. So you have no option than to make sure bonsam we the people in the first place gave that bonsam the power. We should be able to take the power from the bonsam, and that is what is actually playing out today in Ghana. Let's move on. And the last Kongkong, the president of the republic, Danado Dankwe Akufo-Addo, could share what we call the Ghana Bar Association, a lawyer from Ghana. Sebio omo de omo amadwene se Akufo-Addo aban na aba no dwirim ene krono de omo begya tum abon ho ban na Nana Dankwe Akufo-Addo eko Ghana Bar Association for program as 25th anniversary the 23rd anniversary no akoy kan sem bi wo ha sebio utie nsem na Nana Dankwe Akufo-Addo kan as wa bodam adentina as president na bodam adentina Akufo-Addo person odane ya adwene ko bebi abra ye expect say oman we sebio nyansa na oso woro do bebu no onfembu on person do bebu. Nana Dankwe Akufo-Addo met lawyers, and his problem was that John Dramani Mahama, the ex-president of the republic, who has been in his position before, who has also appointed judges before, has criticized him that the way he's going about appointing party foot soldiers as lawyers into our various courts, it is worrying. A few weeks ago, John Mahama make his statement to be Echire want to brofo and as a Sebio Echire person diabolic and as Sebio Echire why you form. John Mahama say Nana Dankwe Akufo-Addo ne MPP no apacking court a lot with judges. We all know said they are MPP judges. In fact, Mr. P, they are judges Akufo-Addo a promote and as a appoint here omutina radio so TV so can say MPP 4. Now the issue here is President Biaba a judge be retire, the judge be show. Your constitution and my cap about the number of people who can be appointed into the Supreme Court. Constitutional, the reason why constitutional in their wisdom they were thinking say Ghana Nibia and Yakwasia Ghana Nibia by to say Ghana Nibia will be patriotic. That is why sometimes, even when you come into the American Constitution, there are some laws. Those people who put the Constitution together, no, they did not cap it because they expect an American to act American when it gets to that point. In the Constitution of Ghana, no, when it came to the Supreme Court judges, no, they were expecting those who were going to be in charge in a particular time, no, to think Ghanaian and become patriotic and think like them. So they didn't cap it. They said, Ghana ni onim nyanse bia odwene Ghana ho no sebio morally ye wo a ye nkyerɛ sɛ utameduane afako wa no akora bia ni wa ye kyerɛ ne sebia de aduane koya no akora bia ni wa ye kyerɛ ne sɛne asebio otam nsu a ɔfa nkona no a natural moral thing you start to get it sebio ye nkyerɛ obi sɛde opepa ne to. It is a natural thing. As a wunyini no, you learn it, it comes. Those who were writing the Constitution felt to say, when it comes to stuff like that, some of these things, every Ghanaian who swears or takes an oath and becomes the president of the republic will first consider himself as one of the people who wrote the Constitution and become patriotic by going by some norm, by not overstepping his or her boundaries, by making sure say he or she becomes a moral president. Because you're a moral president, you don't do things people who are immoral do. You will always stay within the moral ways. Bibia obia tabediana corner no. Oh, your president who's always moral. Oh, tameduane on show assume. And anything I say before you can be a president or vote, you should be somebody who is sound. You should be somebody why you would daho answer the president but not standards not kosro chai obia basically you can vote. And just when you go back into history, now we check it from a year JJ time, Kufuor time, Atamel's time, Mahama time, ever say Kufuor Adom, you could see say even though they had the right to choose judges to do a at a point they became more moral. They become more patriotic than politicians. They started thinking about the Supreme Court, how sensitive it is and how we have to protect it. Into as much as we have had politicians upon politicians coming and go, every time it came to appointing people to the Supreme Court and other courts, they were patriotic. They were not political. They always made sure they lived in what we call morality. Patriotism. Even though there was no cap, they wanted people to know, say, at least they respect this particular part of the Constitution. So you could see, say, the number of people they were appointing, they were staying within what we call morality. They were staying within their conscience. They were staying within what we call, this is a patriot who will not abuse the office. Because these kind of things, so oko baby na ya tro do not enter abra jatan jina ho a omunim so ye nipanti you will not enter because the consequences you might not be able to bear. When it comes to a president and they are appointed, they know say generally every president is a politician, but when it comes to these things they will be very patriotic about it, they will be intelligent about it, they will try and live within that moral standards. But something changed. What changed was that JJ Baye, Kufuor Baye, Atamos Baye, Mahama Baye, the appointing of judges into the Supreme Court and other courts, you could see, say, it was morally done. It was patriotically done. People did not want to abuse that because you have the right to do it. But Omanomucho Constitution, we're thinking the people who get the opportunity, every Ghanaian will think as a nationalist, somebody who would think about Omaino. So they didn't cap it. Into checking J.A. Kufuor. Now you study the way MPP they do their things. You now appreciate why it's dangerous for Ghana to keep MPP in power. Now, so we'll check it from 1993. Supreme Court appointments. Okaya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 11 Supreme Court judges. And under Jerry John Rawlings or appointee 11, and Rawlings ruled for 8 years. So then because Rawlings is political, maybe 3 or 4 judges retired during his era and are filling up. So let's say Rawlings did about 11, 8 years, and then during 8 years 1 or 2 judges will retire. It's a fact. That one you cannot say and see. Sometimes obenya 4-3 they will retire. Their time will come. I also will retire. Now JJ runs left. And a year John Agyapong Kufuor by. Now when John Agyapong Kufuor by, you know, my man can JJ Rawlings number ni ye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. JJ Rawlings appointed 11 judges, Supreme Court judges in 8 years. Now J. Kufuor by 2000. The year J. Kufuor by the year 2000 to the year 2009. 2009. J. Kufuor 8 years. How many judges and are appointing to the Supreme Court? Obviously, some judges are going to retire. Some, but JJ Rawlings the 8 years. Kufuor the 8 years. Now let's check the number of judges that Kufuor appointing to the Supreme Court. All right, I get to Mr. S. Now, there's something that my team, they are drawing my attention to. JJ Rawlings actually started the Fourth Republic. So it was upon him to appoint judges. In this like JJ Rawlings started with 20 judges. That was the beginning of the Fourth Republic. Because that was the beginning of a democratic era. And we needed the Supreme Court. In JJ Rawlings, you know, it was a must for him to appoint judges. We need to get that in our head. Because JJ Rawlings did not come to meet a democratic regime that he took over, that he had to also appoint judges. JJ Rawlings' time, he started a democracy, and that's a democratic dispensation. And in the First Republic, you know, JJ Rawlings started the first. It was upon him to appoint judges, into appointing 11 judges. JJ Rawlings beto another democratic regime and okaso beto na nipa na 3 and no be 11 and nipa na 4 and obey 11 we would have started to question JJ Rawlings and say now by na nipa na 4 and now we 7, how did you end up with 11? But JJ Rawlings didn't start the appointment of judges in a democratic dispensation. So JJ Rawlings started with 11. JJ Rawlings did not come and inherit a democratic dispensation. JJ Rawlings started a democratic dispensation. So you cannot sit there and say, now JJ Rawlings is 11, because that was the beginning of the Fourth Republic. That was the beginning of appointing of judges into the Supreme Court. Into JJ Rawlings starting with 11, no, that was the number at least we were supposed to work with. Yako Yedima Abia 12, 11, 13. So you need to understand, say, the basis of our appointment. Sorry. The basis of the appointment started from JJ Rawlings' time. Or appointee 11. Memo bin Tragas na JJ appointee 11. No, na JJ by not democratic country president be anymore. Obi and Johnny judges be. JJ Rawlings came to appoint Fourth Republic on appointed the first 11. Kufuor by no. Kufuor so be di 8 years. Kufuor by JJ Rawlings judges no ho. Kufuor dey na Kufuor be ye. Kufuor be di 8 years no Kufuor kono na judges say no ho. Yen kan Kufuor judges 1 from 2000. The year 2000. 2002. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So Kufuor by no and on what appointed 17 judges. Let's say JJ Rawlings era no judges by 4 and 3 retire. In the 11 no say 3 and 4 retire, it will be left with maybe 8 or 7. John Agyapong Kufuor by no or the 10. I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt. So JJ time no ebi obeto judges are more na 4 retire. Into 11 4 retire aka 7 7. Kufuor by no say no do be kan obedu 19. Kufuor the about 10 over 10 judges within 8 years space. And Kufuor ebe appointee. Why? How many or why? 8 years. Kufuor the over 10 judges and ebe count. I'm giving Kufuor the benefit of doubt, and I make a JJ Rawlings judges to be retire. In Tiaka say be a 3 and now 2 or not some retire. How many did Kufuor add? Kufuor added over 10 judges. We have moved from 11 to about 19. Kufuor the 15. Now, John Agyapong Akufo goes away. Atta Mills comes in. John Atta Mills in 2009. He appoints 1, 2, 3. John Atta Mills in 2009. He appointed 3 judges. John Atta Mills did not exhaust his 4 years. Into half of his term, John Atta Mills appointed 3 judges. So let's say Yemfancha Atta Mills back up and retire. For all you know, all the 3 judges retired and Atta Mills added 3 to it. So when you see the number of judges Akufo the count, and the number of judges are Atta Mills the count, you could see say no. Kufo number now but 2 Rawlings what will make him add 15 more judges in the space of 8 years? What will make Kufo bring in new judges about 15? Because 11 not saying I retire. How many were retired and why did he bring 15 more into the Supreme Court? This is the MPP. Into Atta Mills the 3 count, then Atta Mills exited. And John Mahama by. John Mahama by 2012. 1, 2, 3, 4. From 2012 to 2016, John Mahama, Atta Mills, they added 7 judges. Atta Mills, John Mahama, remember, it is 8 years. Atta Mills, John Mahama, 8 years. John Mahama finished Atta Mills' 2nd term. In a space of 8 years between John Mahama and Atta Mills, 8 judges. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3, 7. They only appointed 7 judges. 7. Into also Ustedia. When you go down there, you will see say John Mahama, Atta Mills, 4 plus 3, 7 judges. Supreme Court. So the 8 years between Atta Mills and John Mahama, only 7 judges. Let's give the benefit of that. Yanka say 2 or 3 retired. Into how many they add? About 4. How many did they add? About 4. Between Atta Mills and John Mahama, 8 years no. About 4 judges. So Yanka says 7 and Mumienu at the count. Now let's move forward and see what Akufo has done. Now this is Akufo from 2018. 2018, Oshasewa Nene Amegache and Akufo. Right now, let's go to the next list. How many has Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo added? Now, John Mahama Akufo is basically using the courts or say courts, why in the political court? Na obi to work we will break it down today for Ubia to understand. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo already back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Sorry. Let's do the calculation well. So Akufo 1. Let's go to the next one. I don't want anybody to say Makasma to Akufo. And these are all from 2017 Akufo J power to 2023. 15 Supreme Court judges and we move on Supreme Court. 15 Akufo in the space of 7 years, only 8 years old. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo in a space of from 2017 to 2023, only 2024 ending, we are appointing close to 16 Supreme Court judges into our Supreme Court. We are packing Supreme Court, Wasisa people he thinks say omubetuma buano emane winning elections ebu intanche amanono about 15 to 16 judges Supreme and wasisa omogugu Supreme Court mokai eye opuni judge no eye Justice Hunyuiga okodi opuni case High Court e for the time on straight to Supreme Court because okotena public catch the Ghana for say on there yantume Akufo for more for nana. Do you remember Justice Hunyuiga jena oti opuni case no okodi case ba akopɛ Akufo akwale kwa campaign Akufo onko Supreme Court Hunyuiga na nan say di ne trim no entumi ntina Supreme Court in a space of about 6.5 years Akufo I appointed 15 Supreme Court judges. Yanko High Court yanko Circuit Court yanko Appeals Court oko High Court about 26 in Akufo in a space of 6 years was so makuguo. High Court, in a space of 6 years, 6 to 7 years, 6.5 years, no. Now Danko Akufo say judges 26 and High Court. So then you ask yourself, how is this guy and what is he doing? What Akufo is doing is he is abusing the office. He is abusing that thing now. The writers of the Constitution thought to say a president will be rational, will be patriotic, will not abuse it. Nana Danko Akufo is abusing everything in the Constitution. Go to the High Court. 26 underground. We'll move on. 90% of them are MPP grown lawyers, judges. Over Supreme Court, 15 and over judges, he has moved them to the Supreme Court. Majority of them are NPP affiliated judges. So when John Mahama comes out and says, from J.J. Rawlings' time, the rate at which MPP got power, they are able to move too many people to the Supreme Court, it is looking like there's an agenda. And he did not say he's saying this without any basis. He said it because we have seen Supreme Court judges campaign for Akufo Addo. Justice Hunyuga campaign in public for Akufo Addo. We saw one of those two judges who were just passed recently. Some judge even was a former MP, contested for a seat in the Volta region under NPP. So these are in and out NPP foot soldiers. You are put into the Supreme Court. Say John Mahama is dangerous and I say or you'll be an unpaid democracy. He would have said when I come to power, I will go and fill the Supreme Court with NDC judges. Did he say that? No. John Mahama said he will do what? He will balance the court. What does that mean? When somebody says he will balance the court, he will make sure that the right people are appointed to the Supreme Court. When John Mahama says the courts have been filled with party faithfuls, because from what we know, from Hunyuga and some other judges who have been NPP MPs before who did not get the nod, being pushed into the Supreme Court, when a president in waiting says, I'll balance it, the president is telling you, so intellectual, he's telling you that the court cannot be a partisan court. The court must be a balanced court. When they say the court should be a balanced court, it should be judges who are fair-minded judges. They are not political judges. So it does not matter where they are coming from. They have to have the country at heart. We don't have to say, we NDC need to go Supreme Court, we MPP need to go Supreme Court. You need to be there on merit. So when somebody say, I'll balance the court, the person is saying that the court need to have Ghanaians who think about Ghana first, but not party first. Actually, with Jimmy. Actually, intellectual, you want to do politics with this, cheap politics. The statement John Mahama made about balancing the court was getting the right people who are fit and have the nation at heart, not people who are affiliated to a political party to get there. So he is talking about going there on merit, being pushed to the Supreme Court on merit, not because you are an affiliate of a political party. That is what John Mahama means by saying, he will balance the court. Who says when I say balance the court, it means I'm going to bring NDC people there? Eche wonte brofo. Eche balance on tiasie. Eche wankasa no uye nipe bia wadwene kofom wadwene wo form tse chema wontumi. When somebody says I'll balance the court, the person is saying I'll bring patriots there. I'll bring people who swore an oath to the Constitution, not to a political party, not through an affiliation with a political party, not through politics. But I'll make sure everyone I appoint merits that position. Hunyuga did not merit the Supreme Court. Hunyuga sat in public as a judge and also as a paramount chief to do party politics for a certain president, and he made his way to the Supreme Court. He never deserved to be there. So you people should stop the politics. Let us start speaking facts to the issues. John Mahama was being clear, and his statement is one of the best statements. He wants to balance it. Judge Bia or deserves or Supreme Court, that judge should not be a judge of the NDC or the NPP before they can be considered. That judge should be considered on their work. And these are some of the things not John Mahama can. John Mahama can say he will review free SHS. John Mahama say cancel free SHS. This is what I expect the media to let the people understand. Seka John Mahama can say, I will go and bring NDC judges into the Supreme Court, then I'll have a problem with John Mahama. John Mahama said he will balance the court. Balance the court, does it mean NDC? Balance the court, what does it mean? Reviewers actually saying, these are the same pigs who change the name of the meaning of review into cancel. Today, when they use the same review, they say, oh, it is not cancel. These are people we are dealing with. Jimmy. They don't know. They are people who do diabolic politics. MPP for Nimnyansa idea politics. Everything should be about them. And then question for the review a cancel. So when these same people are saying balance is bringing NDC, why should we be surprised? And I see some people calling themselves intellectuals sitting on TV and saying John Mahama's statement is unfortunate. You are foolish. The school you went to, you don't understand. Comprehension you wrote, you didn't understand it. The summary and all these things. You, the intellectuals, say Ghana. Because if you're an intellectual today and you're sitting before me and I asked you and I tell you I want to balance your home, what does it mean? I want to balance the court. What does it mean? Does it mean I'm bringing NDC? Does it mean I'm bringing MPP? It means I'm making the court more fair. I am bringing people who merit to be there. I will make sure it's not going to be on partisan lines, because the past tells us that a judge sat in public to campaign for Akufo and was giving the nod to the Supreme Court. It shouldn't be that. So it needs to be a balanced court, a court that is not affiliated to a political party. Now, after explaining this is what happened. Now, almost so aseminim and Ghana ni bi onim nyanse bi otie minim say what John Mahama said was basically to strengthen the Supreme Court, to make sure if you don't deserve, you don't have to be there. You only have to be there when you deserve to be there. And you don't have to be a political affiliated judge to be there. You need to merit. You need to work. Your credentials should show that you have to be the Supreme Court. Now, something is happening. So now Akufo has taken this matter out of context. And an homwaba. The John Semina ba, the nkwara the childish attitude, the John Semina the drug addict issues no aba emma say o Jimmy no ho. But who is helping Akufo to fool himself? It is the Ghana Bar Association. Remember, the president of the Ghana Bar Association, recently there was a scandal at the Ghana Law School. Sa akwana na Akufo person in High Court judge, your friend no eye Maxwell Opoku-Agyeman. Sa kwano be lidi Ghana Law School oji inkofo inkwara 10 illegal students are omni any qualification to enter the law school. The president of the Ghana Bar Association, his daughter was part of those 10 kids. So the president of the Ghana Bar Association he's a thief, he's a criminal, he has no credibility. He is sneaking unqualified crazy kids into the Ghana Law School. Why didn't they publish the committee hearings and the outcomes? Time interrogating Maxwell Opoku-Agyeman, how he managed to sneak 10 people into the Ghana Law School. Why didn't they bring the report out? Because the Ghana Bar Association president, his daughter was part of it. His daughter, who did not qualify to be in the Ghana Law School, was part of the criminal gang who was supposed to be in jail. So now we have a Ghana Bar Association who are encouraging a president who won. Is not a qualified lawyer, who is an imposter, a president they cannot question him about his certification. Every single lawyer sitting at the Ghana Bar Association, they know for a fact Akufo is not a lawyer. They all know today Akufo cannot provide a certificate that proves that he practiced law in France or in the UK. They all know. Even the Chief Justice herself, she knows Akufo is an imposter. He's a criminal. He's a fake lawyer. Chief Justice Tokodu knows. But they are all entertaining this foolishness because they are all embroiled in corruption. They are all part of Akufo-Addo's crime. Akufo-Addo has infested them with his corrupt attitude. So today, when the president comes to the Ghana Bar Association, instead of him to speak on how to strengthen the broken judiciary, he foolishly, stupidly, ignorantly stands there to do politics, tries to take personal battles with ex-president John Dramani Mahama, because that president is childish and foolish. Instead of him to look at the holistic picture of how our judiciary, we the people don't trust the judiciary again, we the people have no confidence in the judiciary, him addressing the judiciary to be fair, straight and candid, he is foolishly using the judiciary as a puppet. He has taken the opportunity to exhibit his foolishness to the highest level to make people think that he's smart. But as we speak, this fool called Akufo-Addo cannot give anybody a certificate that this is where he practiced. This is where he got his certification. These are the people he practiced with at Coudet Brothers in France or in the UK. How can we all allow such a short incarnate like this, who has no pedigree and no legitimate certification as a lawyer, drag the judiciary along in his foolish, useless, miserable, lying life? Why should we allow this? Why should the judiciary now allow a man who cannot today boast of a certificate that makes him a lawyer? Why should we allow that? There is a problem here. The problem is that the CJ, the Chief Justice, has today decided to go with Akufo, has decided to be part of the criminal cartel. The Chief Justice, I know, and then Bibi Ashana Kumemo and Yanti, or Bebwa Akufo destroy Ghana. The last time I told you, Ghana is going to be destroyed by the Supreme Court and the executive. And this is playing out easily. Nana Dankwa Akufo went to the Ghana Bar Association event, and he made some astonishing, incredible, ignorant statements I believe we are supposed to look at and address. Now, these are some of the statements from Akufo. What did he say at the Ghana Bar Association event? It is not my job to clear or convict any person accused of wrongdoing or engaging in acts of corruption. That is the job of the courts and the law enforcement agencies. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo lawyer for Ghana nyina. O see, enye na dwuma. Enye na sede se ono as president no obi bokro no anase odi dwuma ono na wo se odi anim e make sure se krono no dwumu no eso atwa ama nipa no ye make sure se krono na waboy ya begie sika anase dwumu na wadi Ghana ye be make sure ono ye president so obedi anim obetu anamon amasanya o se enye na dwuma monfam kwase asem mfiri nso Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ogina judge lawyers ne judge fu anim Chief Justice te o ka kire mo se enye na dwuma o enye na dwuma ne se ende o hukata ahyeha e wo se otu anamon edi anim. The president might not be a Chief Justice, he might not be a judge, he might not be the lawyer, a practicing lawyer, but the president is supposed to take initiative. He needs to do it through his actions and the way he directs things to go for people to know the president is willing and ready. When the commander says, I don't care whoever shits on campus or in the barracks, then the commander is not fit to be the commander of the army. Even though you are not the one who takes care of the KVIP, it is your responsibility to make sure that the whole barracks, nobody shits around. So you might not be in front of the KVIP manning it and making sure nobody goes out there to shit around the KVIP. But even though you are in your office, it is your job to make sure. That's why we call something, you have the oversight. That if Akufo is going to make such a statement, then why was he bothering us? I don't know or how catches JJ Rollins is corrupt. I don't know catches Atamel is corrupt. I don't know catches Mahama is corrupt. Akufo Nimunyansa. If this is his reason, then he did not have the right, the moral grounds to say Mahama was corrupt. Akufo is dumb. Onimunyansa. He is not smart. He's daft. Na bena who say Delta Airlines CEO no ababejina Delta mu air praprim, and so when somebody does not clean Delta well, the CEO might be fired. You know why? Because it is your responsibility, the oversight responsibility. Intina Akufo-Addo ejira sidelines edidi John Mahama atem eka say he wants to fight corruption. John Mahama is corrupt, Atamos is corrupt. No, who was he and what was he expecting? He was saying that they are corrupt because there were corrupt activities, corrupt cases under their regime. So why is he today saying it is not his responsibility to make sure people are brought out and sanctioned? This is a corrupt president. This statement alone from the president is telling you he is the mother serpent of clearing agent or corruption. No, he has told you in his words, say, I don't care. Akufo-Addo, I don't give a heck. The corruption that is going on, it is not my job to stop it. This should tell you this NPP government has said Ghana, Sankofo don't have to lead us again. Now he made some other statements. Maybe church him. I see. My job is to act, and my job is to act on allegations of corruption. including by referring the issue or issues to the proper investigative agencies for the relevant inquiry and actions, including, if necessary, the suspension of the affected official pending the conclusion of investigations. That is exactly what has been done since I assumed the mantle of leadership on January 7th, 2017. The latest episode involving the former Minister for Sanitation and Water Resource, Honorable Cecilia Abradapa, is evident for all to see. Or see. Nejuma say, eba ketahyehyɛ proye kankan ene dwirima ne dia ne sɛ ɛyɛ agency a ɛyɛ ɔmo ho kwan sɛ ɔmo di saa adwuma no ɔmo hwehwɛ mu no ɔno na adwuma ne sɛ ɔka kyerɛ agencies ne sɛ sebio asemesi abɔkorɔ no special prosecutor make sure sɛ korɔ no wayɛ den wakɔ akyire wadi akyire ɛma yɛahwɛ baabi akorɔ no wɔ ɛyɛ CID boss make sure say yabɔkorɔ no bi wɔ aban mu wadi akyire ɛma nipa no sebio yɛahwehwɛ mu ɛma ne nokora bɛda hɔ ɛyɛ yoko munye sei Attorney General ɔse na adwuma no na sɛ Ghanafoɔ ɛpɛ sɛ ɔmo hu adwuma a wayɛ a ɔmo mfa ɔmo ani nto Sisiladapa adwuma no ɔno ɛna ɔma Sisiladapa adwuma no sebio korɔ no a Sisiladapa akɔbɔɛ no ɛyɛ deɛ ɔyɛɛyɛ na ama ɛndɛ baabi a yɛdui. The question here is Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo na adwene nyɛ adwuma una go na adwene nyɛ adwuma Sisiladapa at the end of the day Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo when the Sisiladapa scandal broke out and you work for now over FEMA special prosecutor and I said CIDO. Sisiladapa kasa na resigning here no throw letter. You did not take action. President when adwene nyɛ adwuma. Akufo-Addo does not know what he's talking about. Sisiladapa did not resign because you told her to resign. No. Sisiladapa resigned and told you, say, she is resigning because he did not want her scandal, her corruption to interfere in your governance. That does not mean you actually told Sisiladapa to resign. Until you standing in front of lawyers, Sebio, and your chronoa, and a lawyer's number two, and your chrono, they will not take you serious. They will say you are crazy. Because the Sisiladapa resignation, it was Sisiladapa who wrote to you and told you that I don't want to go on because of this scandal. And you told her that you have received her resignation and that you love her and that you make sure that she's exonerated. That is what you said. That is what you meant. Okache Sisiladapa say, "What don't know? What you say? Now be making sure say, or no, you sign it." In your grammar, that is what you meant. So how can you tell us, say, your actions stop the Sisiladapa corruption? No. Now what dana? Why didn't you jumana? Who can say and drinking can't in your man say and I ain't told Kwasi Abrofona Okano? Nobody in Ghana. You never instructed the CID boss. Akufo-Addo, you never instructed the special prosecutor. You never instructed the Attorney General to go after Sisiladapa. You waited for Sisiladapa to write you a resignation letter. And in your response to Sisiladapa, you wrote a love letter telling Sisiladapa that you know she'll be exonerated. How do you know? You only know she'll be exonerated because you are manipulating the institutions that are supposed to do their job. That is why when Martin Amidu was there, you sent your own cousin Oforiatta to go and tell him that you are the mother serpent of corruption and that he should forget about the Japa deal. Are you crazy, my friend? Jimmy. Na mo lawyer for Jimmy, na mo bobu nsem. The guy is shitting in your faces, including the Chief Justice. This maggot, this dementia man, he is sitting on your faces, including Tokonu, Akufo-Addo Nigu Enum, and Outwa. What he is saying, does it make sense to you? When Sisiladapa issue ni bayano, was it Akufo-Addo who instructed the OSP or the agencies to go after her, or it was Cecilia who voluntarily wrote to you and said she has resigned? Before you said that then they should open investigations, you never made any statement when Sisiladapa was caught with $25 million in her house. You never spoke. How foolish and childish and forgetful can you be? You think everybody is Chema to me, and I'm just Obia Abronye, and Obia Kwasiampe Secretary Japan on to me can't here into Mokasatra Namasoko and Kwasiabrofo. If the lawyers there are ignorant, we are not ignorant too. So Chief Justice will allow you to use her like that. I am not going to allow you to use Ghanaians. And I want to set the record straight. The president is suffering from dementia. Now, Jene, go at the potato. He is not stable on your can on tiasie. Now let's move forward. My dear. He went on to say some things. Say, none of the accountable institutions of state, including the new office of the special prosecutor, have ever indicated any pressure from the executive over their investigations. This clearly shows Akufo-Addo does not know what is happening. The special prosecutor does not have to walk and have a press conference and say that you, Nana Akufo-Addo, you are interfering in his job. The special prosecutor is being frustrated by the president's lawyer, Ghana's attorney general, the only lawyer that represents Ghana. The attorney general works directly under you, Mr. President, and the attorney general is interfering in the work of the special prosecutor. Do you expect us to expect you to come and tell us that you are interfering in the special prosecutor's office? When Dumelivo, the Auditor General, went after Osafo Maafo, what happened? He was seeking to get our $5 million back. You used the court to go after Dumelivo, and you indirectly sat in your office and said Dumelivo has to go on retirement and proceed on whatever. You used institutions against the system. You have been using institutions for a long time. You have used the court, you have used the CID, you have used the OSP. Were we not here when you, Akufo-Addo, cleared somebody like Pius Eze, cleared somebody like Charles Bisu? You use the institutions to do your damage. You don't expect us to sit here and make you think that you are smart. You are daft. You are ignorant. You are not even supposed to speak on Ghana's issues. Institutions, I don't blame you. I blame the Chief Justice, who has today become a puppy on your lap. You are throwing her around like a small chihuahua, and whatever you want, you throw at her and she jumps. So today, some parties go to court. They just want the Chief Justice to give a date to stop a registration that is illegally being done. The Chief Justice did not wash her underwear. She came to Cape Coast to sit with you to clap. She didn't have time to sign a date. How devilish and how deliberately you people are putting this country into a hole, a shithole. The Chief Justice could not wash her underwear, so she traveled. When she came to Ghana, went to Ngare, Wanyashi, and from Oba Cape Coast, no better now, a Ghana Bar Association. She could not have a minute to sign and put a date on an injunction. How terrible do you people look? You people look like puppies. Now, my colleagues no more wabruchino. Sasa no mo ya nkomu kroda esa. You people get a little bit of power, and you are foolishly exhibiting ignorance and deliberately submerging the people's will. You are basically deciding to destroy the democracy. So you sit there, the Chief Justice travels, we don't know. One day she comes back and she's in Cape Coast. She needs to do her job. She's not doing it. She's the only person who can sign a date in Ghana. How did we get here? So she has also become a chihuahua for you. Today, when you pick yogurt and you throw, she jumps. Well, today, when you pick meat and you throw, she jumps. She drops from wherever she went to, comes, does not even wash her undies, and come and follow you in Cape Coast and say, yes, you are Akufo-Addo. Let us go and talk nonsense because you will keep your party in power. I want to tell Ghanaians something. The registration that is going to happen tomorrow, it is very important. NDC4 are doing everything in their power to make sure every single Ghanaian is registered in Ghana. The NDC is like you. Those people who are saying things on social media, the minority is not serious. Minority be our one vote. Atto Forson has one vote. Mahama has one vote. Harun Idris was one. Every NDC member or one vote. So if you people think that the NDC are the only people of Omomkuta Ghana, NDC card and Kwana Ghana for, you are making a big mistake. When I hear those things, it pisses me off. I heard some people writing things on social media, granting interviews. I'm disappointed in minority. You and you and you coming together makes us the majority. Now, if you think only Cadbury members who are called NDC people are Ghanaians, then you are getting it wrong. This registration is important. NPP for strategy didn't say, "Omo person yes our district elections way registration way." No, I'm calling some call for every kwabre. I'm calling for maybe NDC for MPs war number register more district was said by election day. No, they will bust them and take them there to win the MP seats. So it is about time Ghana for understood stand say the election we are going in. No, this registration J Mensa is bent on doing. No, the strategy and the whole instructions is coming from the Jubilee House. She is supposed to do that because that is the only way NDC seats on winning. Baby, margins near low no, they will take omobe basin kofofia santimemu kwabre, especially any bantama to go and dump them at district offices. No more register on election day. No, they'll bus those people to the police stations and say ahani etwaba. So we NPP NDC chairman, we are NDC regional executive, we are NDC constituency chairman. This is your time. Whatever you can do, let me tell you people. The best the NDC and the other parties now they can do their best. The court is for Akufo. The Chief Justice today will catch him so Akufo. That is why today she doesn't want to sign that injunction. It is all a gun in our shame. We NDC ni now you're gun in now one kasa obetuma boa unia emanako register. Do everything in your power. Because if we don't, this is how they want to rig the elections. They are going to bring their people from the Ashanti region. Ome basi omo nom de omo ba district office no maka say munyina mo register ha election day de omo kwa because aha na NDC for win here aha na margin ni so yes sanko for Kumase abasi omo ba voter region yes sanko for western region ye de for northeast anytime to make sure say they will win northern region because what they are going to do is say the district offices no omo sanko for Accra any Kumase near de omo ko srem na ba omiamo abasi omo with millions of cedis omo kwa no ma ko register or district office omo ko district office nipa 10,000 e do mu di akosho election day no ma che omo into omo hwe be bia NDC numbers ne so na no ma che 5,000 go and break the number or go and top it with 2,000 it was election time be do no the results will be shocking you people and that is why they are insisting said district elections number or district office polling registration number or district office because they want to pack the names from Ashanti region. Say Ashanti region 1.8 million they don't have it. They don't have any 1.8 million in Ashanti. I can tell you on authority. They know. Omu wiem me na me catch them otufo nim omo mo Ashanti mem nyom nim NPP ni 1.8 million vote bi Ashanti region. Kwabre especially my information say omo for about 40,000 votes omo che e NDC for regions omo win the seat ni nyina omo de omo nya ko good district office omo nyina ko register omo wi a omo say this particular constituency ho na to aba. That is why they are insisting everything should be done in the district. So I am pleading with you, regional chairman, constituency chairman, and yet executives, your little thing you can do, MPs, get your people to go and register. The NDC legal team and the other parties are trying their best in the court. Chief Justice, he supports Akufo. He wants NPP to stay. She is doing everything possible to let these corrupt people stay. But our will, yani okuta to me no, the president. So I am telling the MPP regional chairman, constituency chairman, and yet executives, this is the time the party needs you people. You, the MPs, reach out to them. The little thing you can do, the little you can do to get people to the district office to register, do it. Don't make a mistake. Ma court for nyom court ejuma. Let the court take care of the court. And it's the NDC for more lawyers or more crime. They are dealing with that. For the meantime, regional executives, constituency chairman, this is the time the party needs you people. Constituency chairman, regional chairman, this is the time. Do everything possible to get a lot of NDC people to go and register. The new registrants, the young ones, get them to the district offices. Because MPP for almost swanko for Kumase ba. Almost swanko for Kumase ba. Almost sikano, almost basis no. You people should do everything. This is not a time for you, constituency executive, regional executive, to have problems. Come together. Whatever you can do, the people want to vote for NDC. They are willing. Help them. Invest in them. Invest in this process. Whatever you people can do to help John Mahama, do it. They need the numbers. They need you people to help people to get to their various registration centers. Please, this is how they want to rig the elections. When you people refuse to get people to these locations, they will steal the elections. Regional chairman, constituency chairman, treasurers, put the positions down and enter the localities. Help them. Whatever you people can do, to move people to the district office, do it. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. After this short break, I'll pick phone calls and end today's show.
Me tetafo na me buy me baton fish asafo market ya me be wa wo hwe me da bia no pa me so dia oyem tema me awia ne ama me eto afufu anwuma so ne asebo me efiri se dum so ba me ba no fish adaka duasa ne akoto agu kwa eti na me ba no wonya sika ma me na me de didi efira no pa me ba me ni di yo eno ani bodo se hwan ana me du han ma to bi die me ba nya sika ma me wo bo so ante se di adwuma no nya dum so yi abrowa de me na ye nyina firi dum so me ti asi me de me sum ho de mu ya ansa me da fom birim mama adai adia ni aye maya wa abrowa ti ma me wonte se me a mama mi huna ma ni sei ti me te mi we demonstration me kon ma kwa kama sam so a kire mama no hu me mabo na dum so we nya na me be ti me tan fish onye sika materi ani adi ana ma ba bibia ne be te se NDC fo na sisei MPP fo sisei na nti wo mama MPP fo no ne tane kura nyina ya MPP de wa mo beka ana nkrofo yo de ya ne kura nyina MPP me bati yesi ba bi de etobo ngomo de anuma ko bu agu ni pa kura mo bugu ya wa de wa aboa what wona ne dai obi abu agu wa nya demonstration bibia mo se MPP fo na ye de sa ne ye woni pa wo woni pa che mo dia ene ye fe mo nsore so ndi mama se wontimi a wo nya bone eno ase me na me ka ye so me boa no nya amade obetimi betena ho no.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjie, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us.
My team just told me that that's it. I'm not supposed to pick phone calls. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll be here to discuss Ghana. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's been a wonderful Monday night. It's exactly 7:59 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 11:59 in Ghana. In the next minute, it will be 12 midnight. Thank you very much for being part of tonight's show. We'll be here tomorrow to discuss Ghana. We are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. Tomorrow, wherever you are, try. If you have not registered, go and register. If you are 18 years now and you want to be part of 2024 elections, do everything possible. If you are an MPP, NDC executive, regional, whatever, try. And make sure you help the process by trying to get people to register. Have a wonderful night. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. God bless every single individual. Good night and cheers.
Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Hey, take glory, Holy Ghost, now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost, now and evermore. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know know you come from heaven above. The Holy Spirit sit on the throne. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. Holy Spirit sit on. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. Hey, ama, so, Biaganama. In our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. In our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. In our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers. Hey, apaya kazaya kadabatara. Many tiny balua kadabara. Many tiny flowers. Ashaina yama, and I'm not abuso. Ashaina yama, and I'm not abuso. Pite, our pite, wampia, pite, our pite, wampia, 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 wampia. Ashaina yama, and I'm not abuso. Ashaina yama, and I'm not abuso. Pite, our pite, wampia, pite, oh pite, wampia, wampia, wampia. Apaguaza, agu ua 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 ai au Pitay, our pitay, wapia pitay, our pitay, wapia wapia wapia. Pitay, our pitay, wapia pitay, our pitay, wapia 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 wapia. We are traveling from this land. We are on our way to heaven. Only Christians can go there.